income agency, friends. We are talking all things going live. Feel free to come on in and ask questions. We want to make sure we are learning and growing. Feel free to ask questions, friends. Let me know if you have any questions to help you go live with confidence and ease. Come on in, friends. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get started in just a few moments. We're going to head over to those TikTok streets like I do every day. And we're going to talk over there and get to know some of our friends. So feel free to come in and ask questions, friends. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure my sound was working. Thank you all for joining. Let me know if you have any questions. And in the meantime, we're going to get started. If you are new to my live, hey, pals. How are you, friend? How is your Sunday going, my friend? Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you are doing your thing. Dang, I was trying to beat you. What you mean? You about to go live? What you mean? You about to go live? What you about to do? What you about to do? You about to go live? Let me know. I got excited. Did I get too excited? I think I got a little excited. But I want you to go live, friend. That is totally fine. You said, I thought I was gonna beat you. Beat me going live. Let me know. Um, but yeah, so we're about to get over on these TikTok streets in just a moment. Let's see. You said, I meant I was trying to be prosperous. Oh, okay. That tickled me. It's like, no, I was just trying to beat you typing. Hello. I didn't want you to say hello first. That tickled me. Oh wow, you are funny. That's what you meant by that. Well, thank you, Fred. I appreciate you being here and trying to beat my other account. I do appreciate you. All right, we gonna get started. I have to set up my screen. Um, he said, "I'm glad I made you laugh." He was like, "I was serious." Oh my gosh! All right, friend. How was your day? You doing good? Are you doing good? Is your day good as well? Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. I'm slow moving this morning. Very slow moving, but we're gonna get it going. Um, my voice is raspy. All right, y'all. Let me see. We're gonna get ready to go live. If you're new to my room, go ahead and give me a thumbs up to like the live. You'll see it below. Also, click that subscriber button and the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. You said I'm irritable these days. Sleep. Oh, okay. I think your mind is foggy. Yeah. Um, you probably when's the last time you had a full checkup? Probably need to look at your have them do um, a full workup to see what your levels are for like your vitamin D, your B12s, your B vitamins, B6. Um, you know, March. Okay. Did you look at your levels? Did they do like all the levels and see what? Because sometimes they don't do that particular workup. You have to actually ask for it, but see if you got a chance to look at your charts, go and see what your workup says. Um, because a lot of times it might be a deficiency too. Iron could be. D3 is huge. You said I'll go back. Yeah, D3 is huge, especially for Black women. We're often deficient in that way, and it does cause the brain fog. It causes the fatigue. It causes all those things. And so I actually have to take a D vitamin supplement. I have to take that, and I take the B12. So and it's really because of those reasons. Hello, friend. Thank you. Thank you, sunshine. Oh, definitely deficient in iron also. Yes, always have been. Yes, yes. So that's important to know about yourself. Thank you. Did you send the sunshine? But who sent that? Somebody else. Smith. They didn't say hi though. Well, thank you. Thank you. Am I missing something? Yeah, it's in the chat. Thank you, friend. How are you? Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. I appreciate you all. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, a like on the screen, as well as click that subscriber button and the bell to get notifications too. All right, we're gonna go over here to these TikTok streets. But yeah, so that could be it. You know, that's the thing about it. It seems they blessed and bounced. I know. I know. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm seeing the little box over here. But yeah, so that is one of the biggest things, and it's always something you want to pay attention to. Talk to your physician about it. I think it's underrated how they don't talk about it. You know, you'll get someone, iron is always talked about. So iron is good if they're mentioning that to you. But the others, I'm like, I ain't never said nothing all these years. When you see the workup and stuff, you're like, oh wow, this is serious. And it's a difference maker. It's a different maker in my energy level. I had not been taking it on a regular basis, and I can tell when I get started again taking it, it makes a difference. You said for real. Yeah. So just little things like that could make all the difference in the world. So get you some vitamins. Just make sure you're taking them. I know those are things that you have to add to your regimen, but it really is important. Like I said, it's underrated in terms of how they talk about those deficiencies. Yeah. So, and then obviously, if they're saying iron, you definitely want to stay on top of your iron and make sure you try to get in front of that as well. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Get us up on the screen. Okay. I'm sorry, taking extra strength. Oh, oh gosh. But I'm not. Okay, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I wouldn't necessarily say a multivitamin either, but yes, not a multi. I take mine individually. I take my D12, my D3 individually, and my B12 individually. Yeah, I take them individually. I don't do the multi stuff. The multi stuff to me is like, it's I don't know. In my mind, it's like, oh, I'm missing something still. But that's just me. So I think there are some good multivitamins out there, but that's just me. Um, and you just turned 40. 40s, early 40s for me were also a bit of a shift in how my body was responding to stuff too. Now, granted, I ended up getting pregnant in my early 40s. So that didn't help. but um but yeah, so I do remember distinctly kind of going through a lot of physical changes and stuff, and just brain fog, fatigue, all the things. So yeah, so I can totally relate to what you're saying, but it happened in those early 40s too. Yeah, pregnancy as a whole, it shifts the body. It is a whole thing. So just saying. All right, y'all, let me get started. TikTok live on TikTok. We are giving live streaming tips to help you go live with confidence and ease. Come in. We're giving beginner friendly tips. We're helping new live hosts go live. We're doing a 14-day challenge to go live. We're also talking about engagement tips, how to go live, how to get more engagement, beginner friendly tips. So come in, ask questions. Hello, friends. How are you? Come on in and ask questions on how to go live. Let me know if you have any questions as you come in and start liking the live. We're going to tap the screen. Thank you all for joining. I want to see something. I'm going to do my sound bar. Beginner friendly tips. Then share the live out. Let me also share it out to my community. I'm going to share it because I tried to do we were talking about engagement yesterday, and I tried to do the drawing game and it did not work. So I'm going to see if it works before I put my board up. So I'm going to see if it works. Let's see. Hey, how you doing? Hey, that one black dude. Veronica, welcome, friend. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Appreciate you being here, friend. You had a great live yesterday. You had such a great live. I had a good time with you, friend. Um, okay, let me see if this drawing game works. It does. It's the stupid my bad. It's the board. The board is the problem. The board's the problem. Darn you, board. He said, "Oh, thank you. You're welcome, friend." Well, let me ask you this. Others come in the room. I appreciate you. Anybody want to guess what this is? Any guessers? Any takers on this? I don't know if I did this well. Y'all probably like, what is that? What is that? But this is the drawing game. I tried to do an activity yesterday where we had the board where I gave 6 ways to get your audience engaging. 6 ways a teach. Look at you. Look at y'all. Retired teacher coming on in here. How you doing, friend? How you doing, medical wig specialist? Welcome to the room. Others coming in. So yeah, y'all got it. And so I was trying to show this yesterday because I was giving you guys 6 ways to get your audience to engage. The drawing game is one of them. All right. Good morning, family. Good morning, new generation. The drawing game is one of them. I just wanted to make sure it worked because it wouldn't work yesterday when I had my board. My board disabled my touchscreen. So I'm gonna explain that to you guys because I know a few people I had to talk to yesterday, and it was one of the people said they were having a glitch with it and didn't understand it. So I had to come up and talk to them about it. But it was doing it to me yesterday. I didn't I didn't add my board yet. So I wanted to see if it was really the board that was causing this problem too, and it was. Okay. Good morning, friends. Hey, Lady T, welcome to the room. Good morning. Hey, 100 minutes. Congratulations, friend. Let me see if my sound bar working. Okay. Didn't mean to laugh, but I was just trying to see if the sound bar works. So the sound bar works, the board, the drawing game works, and we had 2 people guess. So it was 2 winners, 2 guesses, and if you see the people who win, you guys can click it and you can see who won, you can see all the details. So all that is there, too, for you. So it's a great way to engage. I'm gonna put my board up because I don't wanna miss out on the opportunity to have my board playing, on the screen, but I wanted you guys to see, and I'll probably redo the whole conversation about 6 ways to get your audience to engage because that was really helpful to see it in action. And we talked about the drawing game, we talked about viewer wishes, we talked about the polls that you can do, we talked about the multi guest panel and creating a board for your multi guest panel, as well as what does it look like to create the AI wallpaper and make that an engagement game with your audience, with your community, and so you can have different ways you can interact with your community. Chats matter, people commenting, all that stuff matters. So I just wanted to show you guys this because I wasn't able to show it yesterday, and I wanted to see if it actually worked. So thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all for tolerating that. Thank you all who just came into the live. I appreciate you guys as well. Let me know if there's any questions. How you doing? Cognitive Psych. Welcome to the room, friend. Welcome to the room. Hopefully all is well, my friend. Um, we'll get to talking and chatting a little bit more. I appreciate you all coming in. But like I said, I wanted to make sure you saw the board. Why is the AI summary saying live drawing game is testing engagement tips for new creators? All right, TikTok, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. I'm gonna put my board up though. Thank you all. I appreciate you all supporting. Coming on in, grabbing your daily heart me's. We're tapping, and so your girl was sitting up there playing the drawing game. But let's see if we can get our taps going. We're gonna do our 14-day challenge. I'm gonna start with that conversation just so that we can have some of our new friends come in, especially new people who have not been going live. So this has been a good way to help people as we're thinking about going live over the next 14 days if you went live every day. This is a good time to test this, you all, too, because there's 31 days in May. 31 days. If you do these 14-day challenge, you'll be wrapping up the month with the challenge complete. So that's a good way to kind of see how things go for you as you do 14 days straight. Thank you all. Good morning. How you doing? No perfection, no progress. I love that. That's what we talk about. Practice makes progress. We're not trying to be perfect. All right. We have New Generation Show family visiting you today. Look at here. Well, thank you, New Generation family. I'm sorry, I don't speak Creole. So hopefully it's all good. Thank you, Cognitive Psych. How are you, friend? Yes, okay, I remember the picture. Welcome, welcome. The New Generation show last night. Yes, I was there. I had a chance, you all, just so that you guys know, I had a chance to be a guest on, Harold's show, the New Generation show, and it was so good. You guys had me on my toes, asking some great questions. So I appreciate you guys welcoming me to the community. It was community day, so I appreciate it. Hey, the petty esthetician, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for that. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning as well. Thank you so much for being here. Others who are coming in the room, I appreciate you all being here. We're learning engaging. Thanks for the valuable information. You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate you all joining. So yeah, this is my 10 o'clock live. I do a 10 a.m. and I do a 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm in Florida. And so I usually come a little late, as you guys can tell. I have to set up my screen. I do um I do co-stream on YouTube. So I'm actually streaming right now there. And so we start the live off and I have the board up. And this is what I was just explaining. This feature is causing problems with the touchscreen. It is causing problems. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit more so you guys at least are aware of it. And so you're not, and you can figure out a workaround if it works best for you. Solo chick, welcome to the room. Hello, narcissist. Welcome to the room. I'm learning so much from you. Oh, welcome. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Everybody else coming in, if you're new, put new in the chat. We are liking, you see the hearts flowing. Hey, Dr. Michelle. We see the hearts flowing. Soda walking into the room as well, friend. Thank you so much, friends, coming on in here. These are people in the Launch Your Income Agency community. They are part of the agency. I am a Creator Network owner and manager. And so I will talk about agencies as well if you guys are interested in it. I don't talk about it as much. I talk about it, don't get me wrong. I talk about I use this to recruit. But because I have a lot of new people starting, you have to wait until you get eligible to go live and join the agency. So you have to go live first. So that's the main thing. So if you're already going live, then we could talk. If you're not, you can listen. You can add this to your things of things you want to do as you grow in your live journey. Thank you all for coming in. Look at you. That one black dude just reached level 5 in the room. No perfection, no progress. You reached level 6. Thank you so much for being here, friends. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate it. So we're going to talk a little bit about the 14 days. I was in that one black dude's room. I was in Harold's room. I was in these streets, y'all, yesterday. I was in the streets. I was in the streets. I did not realize my Saturday was going to be that way, but it turned out I was in the streets late. Y'all saw me even sharing the live to the group chat. I was out late. Okay. I was in the comfort of my home, but I was out late in the streets. I don't think I went to bed until like 2:45, y'all. That's late for me, super late. But I had a great time. I had a great time hanging out with y'all. So I'm gonna talk about some of the lives that I went to in one second. We just got the flash go, and it's the Radiant launch. Y'all hear my son? He is about to get it. Radiant launch is the flash goal. TikTok says if we can get 25 people to send this one coin gift, it helps to activate the room. It helps to get the room moving. TikTok sees it as a way to make sure people are actually engaging. Okay. So we talked about that. I talked about tips yesterday, and I'm happy to rewind it again. You guys saw me when I started with the drawing game. I'm happy to rewind it again, especially for some of my newer live hosts where you're now trying to figure out, okay, you're doing your live stream, you're doing different things in it. There could be some other features and tools you can leverage. All right. So we'll talk about that. Let me know if I need to go there. Just depends on the 14-day conversation versus engagement. Those are slightly two different things. But you got to have that engagement and you gotta go live, and you gotta be consistent, you gotta be disciplined, all the things. So I wanna make sure I'm supporting you all. Thank you all for supporting that Radiant launch gift. Jada, I was in you culminated my night. So, Jada was playing her music, I was like, "Okay, this is good, a good way to end the night." And stopping into her room, so I was busy yesterday, and I had a great time in all y'all rooms too. It was short, but gotta go to church. Oh, thank you, friend, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Let's see. You say yes because I missed it. Just found you yesterday. Did you? Okay. Maverick, you said just found me. When do you get the flash goal? Is that what you say? When do you get the flash goal? You said drive. I think you meant goal, but let me know what you meant by that. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? I'm very new today, so I feel that was yesterday. All right, friend. All right. Happy Sunday. How you doing, the Health Hub? Welcome to the room. Others coming in. I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm new here. Just found you Friday. Excited to learn, to keep learning from you. Thank you so much for coming through again, Sharice. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Um, you said chilling at the pool. Oh, that sounds fun. All right, welcome to the room. Thank you, others who are coming in. Simply, how are you, friend? Grand Rising, Mr. Flavor. What happens when you do go live in 14 days? We gonna get to that, Mr. Flavor. Thank you for asking. Thank you for the 100 minutes as well. He said, I hope to do the 14-day challenge, trying to work with my schedule. Yes, yes. We're looking for okay, thank you so much, Randolph. You don't need 10K to start. What in the world? You just picking up numbers. You got live access already. You get live access with 50 followers, and your count has to be over 7 days, as well as you gotta post content, and ideally, you want a blue box that shows you're engaging in lives, and TikTok will unlock it earlier for you. Um, I'm doing well, friend. Thank you for asking, Simply. I appreciate that. Simply SP, welcome to the room. Mindy, welcome. Thank you, Dr. Michelle. Appreciate it. Thank you. Tap the screen for likes and hearts to float. Yes, yes. Let's get those taps going. The likes, the shares. Maverick, thank you for sharing out the live. You see it in the bottom here. Thank you, Dr. Michelle. Good morning, everyone. That is Brandon, that one black dude. Randall, sorry for the confusion. I think the other day we were waiting for 10K here to start the presentation. 10K, oh, 10K likes. Yes, 10K. We just hit it. 10K. Thank you for saying that. You said, "I was trying, doc. I was trying to help the room out." 10K likes in the first 10 minutes. That is a strategy, you all. 10K likes in the first 10 minutes. Now, we didn't do it in 10 minutes. It was 13 minutes, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I didn't realize it wasn't that we had passed 10 minutes, but that's okay. That's okay. We did well. We did well, room. Yay. We did well. But it is a way to energize the room. Simply, thank you for that, Swan. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. We're right now we do have the flash goal going on. Let's go, grow. Yes, friend. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. We do have the flash goal. I cannot pin it again. I have to wait at least 2 more minutes. Flash goal is another way. It's TikToks. Thank you all for the gifts. Selena, I was in these streets, y'all. I was in the streets. I'm seeing all the people I went to y'all rooms last night. I spent probably from like 7 to 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning in the TikTok streets, bouncing around the different rooms. I appreciate y'all coming in. I got a chance to go to Selena room too yesterday. Colette, welcome, welcome, friend. I appreciate you coming through as well. Thank you all who are coming through. Yeah, I was in Harold pulled me up. Harold pulled me up in his panel. Um, and so I think that's where I kinda started the night, or well, maybe that was, like, the second live I had been to, because I think I was at Selena's live first. But I had a good time. It was such a pleasure having you. You're welcome, friend. That was great. It was great. She did a battle. She did one of her first battles, or first-ish. I think you had done a battle before, but, yeah, she was trying to get better with battling, so she had battled. You said, "I saw you. That's how I got here." Really? You're like, "Girl, you was all over the place." How do you get seen when you go visit the rooms? How do you get seen when you go visit the rooms? Just what you did, chatting in the comments, sending your daily heart me. I mean, the rooms I went to, it was probably definitely under 100 people, but live hosts are great. We communicate, we connect with people. So yeah, definitely in the comments, you're seeing sending your daily heart me, supporting people's live gift gallery. So when you thank you so much for that daily heart, me friends. So supporting the gift gallery because people see that as a title gifter. So that's another way to kind of get seen. So yeah, you'll see these little indicators in the room that TikTok is making sure that you're visible, whether it's you grabbing your daily heart me, the live host sees that on their screen, or doing some of the gifts that you're sending to. He said, I always try to make it to 10K under 10 minutes. There we go. And you said, "I wanna try a battle." Nice, nice. I didn't get the chance. Oh, hold on one second, Randall. What did you say? I didn't get the chance. I didn't get a chance to see what will happen after 14 days last time. Life is busy. All right, so we'll talk about it. We have a few people who have gotten to their 14 days and they're doing really well. See, I almost forgot to. Okay, you know what? I came in and I started talking. I think I sent something else, but it wasn't the Daily Heart Me. And when you mentioned it, I was like, "Oh, let me send my Daily Heart Me." So yeah, sometimes I forget as well. Interaction is key. It's fun too. It is. This is an interactive app. So you want to make sure you're always engaging. I go live. Sharice, you said you go live Monday, Wednesday. Pop culture, Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings for prayer and meditation. We speak affirmations. I love it. I love it. That's such an important thing to do. People oftentimes are leading with a negative mindset, and you want to make sure you are having positive words that you're saying stuff to yourself and encouraging yourself, especially for something like this. A lot of people, it's like, oh, I'm nervous, I'm afraid, I'm scared, I can't do it. And at the end of the day, you can do it. You can do it. Is 3 days enough? 3 days enough for what? Let me know, friend. What do you mean by 3 days enough? Oh, 3 days a week that you go live. You want to get to the point that you're going longer, maybe every day as well. I always tell people every day because you're really getting the algorithm used to you showing up. You're building community. They're getting used to you showing up, as well as the ability for you to learn a little faster. It kind of helps with the memory recall as well as just the learning curve because there's a lot going on here. But ultimately, it becomes second nature. You get used to all of that stuff. But if you just do it 2 or 3 times a week, you're kind of recalling each time you start your live stream. And so you wanna make sure that you pick up the pace on that a little bit more too. Um, please explain the blue box with numbers. Janet, I got you because I always talk about that. I got you, friend. Stay with me a little longer. Does the 14-day challenge need to be consistent? Yes. Consecutive. Yes. Yes, I would say that's where you're gonna get the best outcome. Absolutely. If I go live every day for 14 days, what will happen? Please tell me. Sky Blue, I got you, friend. I was looking for exactly what kind of information, info. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. Gotcha. All right. So let's get started. Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's get started. Only thing I do need though, we do need to finish this flash goal. Let me pin it again. We're halfway there, a little under halfway there. So if we can get, these are each individual people sending the radiant launch. So we need another 10 or so 10 or so people, 10 different people to send the radiant launch. So if you have not sent it, I'm talking to you. All right. I was so exhausted last night. My community woke up to do the show. Oh, wow. Nice, nice. Kay, I see you. Good morning. Um, that's awesome. I appreciate you all coming to visit me today too. So thank you so much. I appreciate everybody coming through. So yeah, Radiant Launch is the what do you call it? The flash goal. Flash goal. TikTok, really quickly, this is for my newbies in the room. TikTok will have these different things that happen in your room, a flash goal, so that it shows that your room is engaging. Okay? We're gonna get to the blue box because I'm gonna tell you right now, TikTok is telling on y'all. Okay, so we always tease and say that, but it's the truth. TikTok is really making things very transparent. You said you fell off the porch. You found. Oh my gosh. So TikTok is making it very transparent for you all. So you know as a live host who's your engagers, who are the people interacting in your live stream, and you know the ones who are not fully engaging. All right. Even the ones that come in your room and say, I'm a supporter. But then when you look at the numbers, you look at to see if they have a blue box, or if you check their photo, there's a little box you can click to see if they share the live, if they like the live, if they commented beyond that one comment saying they're a supporter. You can see, TikTok, like I said, is very transparent. So you want to know who are your true supporters, and TikTok shows that through the badges. Those are the gifting supports. That's also your fan club members, and so that's how you show it. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This is a visual app in that way, so you know everything that's happening in this room. And as much as people come in, let me get my blue box up. I heard that, friend. As much as people come in and they wanna learn and grow and stuff, and they wanna go viral and do all the things, you gotta show up first. You gotta be a supporter. That's the name of the game. I'm just telling you that now. So if you didn't hear nobody tell you that, I'm telling you. That's exactly what you need to do. I love that Dr. Michelle, she put the sticker in there, "This ain't TV." So we're not watching television. We are engaging. This is an interactive experience. It is predicated on you as viewers interacting with the room with the live hosts and each other, and the live hosts interacting with their viewers, with their guests. If you don't do that, you're just lecturing. Okay. So you want to make sure that interaction's happening. Should it be the same time for 14 days? That is ideal, Fran. Ideal. Ideal. Same time. Try to build that consistency. 14 days and then Randall said, get to the point, get to the punchline, lady. Did we get our flash goal? We need 4 more people to engage. 4 more people. We need 4 more of the, radiant launch. If we can get to 4 more radiant launch, I can get this off my to-do list and make sure TikTok is satisfied with me in addition to everything else. Okay. Thank you. Uh, Harold and Brandy, y'all said, let me see if we can help her." We need 3 different people. "Hey, Eugene, how are you, friend?" We need 3 different people. Oh, 2 different people, 2 new people. So if you have not sent the radiant lunch, I'm talking to you. I think we just need 1 more. Is that right? 1 more. 1 more person. Who will it be? 1 more person. Let's see, we just need 1 more of the radiant launch. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, put, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to do it." Okay, there we go. There we go. You said, "What is the" y'all said, "What is it?" It was the gift. It's the radiant launch. It's the little avatar on my face. It's gone. We did it. We did it, y'all. We did it. It don't even matter. We did it. But I appreciate y'all. You say, "Go, girl." Can we build up by going day by day at the same time? Okay, here's the deal. Y'all asking all about this. You know what, y'all? Let me say this. Let me say this first and foremost. This is a board, okay? I'm crying. This is a board. This is a board. So this and under your settings before you start your live, you're putting a board up. Your boards really quickly. And we're doing our agency meeting today. I'm going to talk about this board. I'm going to go a little deeper for you all, but the people in the agency. But think about your board in a way that is either going to add value, pique curiosity, or challenge people and or challenge. And so my board puts a challenge out there. Go live every day for 14 days. You're like, okay, this is a challenge. Oh my gosh, she telling me to do something. What's and then I say this will happen. Y'all curious. Y'all curious. Everybody come in the room. They're like, well, what's gonna happen? Well, what happens in 14 days? What should we expect? Do we have to do it this many days? Do we have to do it at the same time? Do we have to do it the same day? You guys are asking questions, and that's what your board should do. It should stop the scroll. You should have people want to come in your room and learn and grow from you. So you guys are doing exactly what that board is intending to do, which I love and appreciate. So thank you. I can't I can't wait to get into the agency. It's so sweet. The agency is a free program too. I'll talk about it, friends, if you are ready to join. 5 days today of 90-day challenge. Look at you, Jay. I love it. Congratulations. What time's the agency meeting? 6:30 PM Eastern tonight. I'll send out the Zoom link. I'll send it out after this meeting, after this live. So you'll get it probably around 1-ish, somewhere along there. It's about to start the scrolls. Start the scroll, just saying. You said I was about to start the scroll, start the scroll. Look, yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta start, sometimes you gotta stop. So it's up to you, friend. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, Bounty. I was in your live. No, I didn't. I got you in your live the day before yesterday. But yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. So first thing you're gonna see of my people. Let's go, let's go. Um, the 3 things the board does: value, so it's adding value, how to do this. Here's here's what will happen if you do 5 you know, here's how to get 10K followers in 3 months, whatever the case may be. You put something in there that's value added. People want to know how to do something. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. Retro Melody, appreciate the support. So that's one thing. You also think about curiosity. How's your board stopping people and making them more curious? This will happen. And then you want to make sure that you're creating maybe a challenge, challenging them to do something. So again, you're talking to your community in those 3 ways. Your board should do one of those 3 things, if not all 3. Okay. I go live, but, got a message from an account that looks like yours. Oh, yeah, I have imposters. I have several impersonators. I need to sit down and submit it, a copyright infringement to legal because people are using my logo and use my name. So the logo is my likeness. That's a copyright infringement. And some people will copy some of my content and put it on their page. So if you get a message like that, make sure you don't do it. Um, you said not several. It's several, like 20, several. Yeah, like several. Like, let me show you several. Let's see, several. So this is the real me, obviously the one that's live. All these are not me. So it goes, yeah. So the ones they're using my name, all that. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I said, wow. And wait a minute. This ain't probably all of them because they block me. So I only see the ones that I can see off my other account. I have to go to probably to another account to see if there's even more. Because yeah, they blocked me too. Wow, that's a lot. I saw one this morning when I was searching your name. Did you? I want to be good. I want to be so good that I'm duped. You said that happened to you, Dr. Michelle? Girl, you doing your thing. You say you go. I was offended at first, to be honest with you. I'm still kind of offended. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I guess imitation is a form of flattery, I guess. I guess that's what we should say. Really quickly, uh, I will. So you guys got me going all over the place. OMG, that was tripping the things we have to do to protect our own ID. Yes, yes. Some of them are following me. I was like, that's no, there's no way. Yes. Um, that's exactly what that means. Yeah. You said I only have 5. Wait a minute. I've gotten rid of about 15 already. And they just keep coming back. They're like roaches. They keep coming back, y'all. So one of them messaged me. I blocked them. Thank you, Jana. You said they're often bots. No, I think these are one of them is active though. They're going around going to rooms and stuff. So one of them is a real person being messy, which I don't like. The other ones are usually quiet, but there's always 2 or 3 that try to get messy and actually impersonate me, you know. So that I don't care for. You said not like roaches. They're like roaches. Yeah, they are. Who does that? Who does that to a person? How long should you go live? What's the minimum? 61 minutes. Let me show something real quick. Let me explain this real quick. I'm gonna get back to this. If you ever have somebody you like, an influencer, somebody you want to follow, somebody you want to make sure that it is actually them, you can do this real quick. I want to show you guys because I always kind of show you different ways to set up your account. Let me go back to where I was at. So if I go to my page, my real page, you guys can go. Let me flip the camera so you can see this. You can customize someone's name. So you see the little people here, the little person, customize name. You can change the name. So you could put real Dr. Lisa, RELDR, and you save that, and my name is changed. So that's a quick tip. If you click the arrow up top, that's another way to get to it. It pulls up the screen. It'll show here, like I can edit the name and I can change it back because I can cancel out what I just wrote and just save the original. Okay, I just wanted to show that to you real quick, just in case you ever want to make sure you got the right person, you're following somebody, you want to stay on top of it, you can customize their name on their profile for you. So you'll see that. All right. So change the name to whatever you want so you know it's actually me. All right. So how long should you go live? Great tip. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. I didn't know that. Yep. Girl, they were blowing my phone up for 2 weeks. Really? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Jessica. Appreciate the compliment. So yeah, oh, I apologize. Well, I ain't apologizing for that. They shouldn't be doing that. I said like they like roaches. They out here bugging folks. So I apologize if you guys are inconvenienced by it, but at the end of the day, yeah, just change the name, report them, block them, do whatever you need to do. It's not me. It's not me. I don't reach out like that. You guys will see. If anything, thank you, friend, Dr. Michelle. If anything, you'll see where I say I give gratitude for supporting me. And so that's a gratitude message you'll get at the end of the live. Just depends on what's going on, and we'll communicate in the inbox. If you ever want to really quickly, if you want to click the service plus here, if you ever in a situation like I want to make sure it's her, send me a quick message. Just say hi, or just say I want to make sure this is you, and I will send you a heart back so you know it's always our inbox communication. All right. So that's another way to make sure it's me versus some other person. All right. So all right. So let me move on. 14 days. So 14 days. 14 days should be, if you want it to be a valid go live day. You said you have all the diamonds. Thank you so much. If you want it to be a valid go live day, you have to go live at least 60 minutes. I tell you 61 just to make sure that it gets counted. Because if you do under 60 minutes, maybe you did 59 minutes and 55 seconds, that's not 60 minutes. So just make sure you go over. All right. Because the timestamp on the real time performance will round exact time. So you want to make sure you're going over the amount. So 61 minutes is what you want to strive for. All right. That means that it's a valid go live date. Anything under that is not a day. In your analytics, it won't count it. It'll count it as a live stream, which is a different category, but it's not going to count it as a day of going live. You want to make sure you're accumulating the days because TikTok sees that as someone who is committed to the process. You can't do 31 minutes one day, one morning, and go in the evening and do another 30. It don't count that way. You got to do it in the live session. Okay. So it has to be one session that is over 61 minutes. Um, I just went for the first time this morning. Okay, you push. Oh, okay, and hopped out. Okay, we'll go back. Hope you got this. Okay, you're gonna call me coach. All right, friend. Copyright and trademark everything without money and is binding legal. Yes, yes, absolutely. And TikTok has a legal department, so whenever they use your likeness, you can submit that to TikTok legal. Can you please tell me how to create the board? It's under settings. I was saying that earlier. If you go before you start your live, there's a icons that are on the screen before you click that go live button to actually start the live stream. You're under settings and it's a board. Make sure your board doesn't have TikTok or any social media. Make sure it doesn't have a website or pricing or any personal information, your name, your email, your phone number. So don't include that stuff on your board, but you can create, like I said, a board that has value, that shows a challenge or sparks curiosity. So just think about what you're writing on your board. All right. Thank you for your tips. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. What words should I not use when going live or doing TikTok shop? Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you so much for the moonwalk. Um, hey, you've been in the club alley for 1 month. What words you should not use? Give me 1 second. We'll circle back to that. I want to make sure you think about it from a community guidelines perspective. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna talk about this 14-day challenge. Um, so let's see. Uh, if I missed a comment or question, you guys can put it in there. I want to try to get through this a little bit. So feel free to write it again. I might have skipped through some questions when we were chatting. The next thing I wanted to say is that people ask the question about the time. So time is important that you pay attention to. The days, making it consecutive, I think that's also important. Again, it goes back to training the algorithm to know that you're showing up consistently, and you should see an increase. And I don't want you guys to think that it has to be a huge balloon in your room where there's like hundreds of people in the room. You'll see the incremental growth. All right. So, oh, sunshine, what's the significance of the blue box? Let me get to that in a second, friend. Consistency is important. Can you do a business that I'm selling? This is going to be my first time online. Nana, yes, yes, with a little bit of a disclaimer, you gotta be careful about what you're doing in your live. You don't wanna redirect people off the platform, so you gotta be careful about what you're saying and doing. There's features in here you wanna activate. So if you have physical products, you want to have a shop as a seller. So those are physical products, your products that you're selling, your T-shirts, your jewelry, whatever it is. And so you wanna have a shop. If you are a TikTok Shop affiliate, you want to be an affiliate, then you'll do TikTok Shop for Creator, the affiliate program. If you have services you're offering, you want to activate Service Plus. So my Service Plus is this: I do coaching, I do consultations, I have the agency. So this is called a pin card, and you could pin it. So those are things you want to think about. So, and then when I say Service Plus, you can DM me. You're communicating in the DM. And so these are things that you want to offer. You want to talk about your services. You want to talk about your products through TikTok Shop, where you're pinning the physical products, but talk about your services, and you could pin your service card. You could talk about the things you offer to your community. So there's different ways to do it. But again, you have to make sure you're doing it within TikTok's platform and following their guidelines. Okay. So the answer is yes, but just making sure you do it the right way. People who come in here and just want to, have their services and products and they don't use the features or make it, essentially um, leveraging TikTok's approval to do Service Plus or do TikTok Shop for seller, then they tend to get in trouble more often. How do you pin? That was a Service Plus feature. So I just click as a live host, I see that arrow the same way you guys see this yellow arrow is here. It's kind of grayed out for us though, but you can pin it. So, so when it comes to the challenge, so going every day is going to jumpstart the algorithm. And so the things that will happen, this will happen. And some of my new friends, let's put it in the chat. Let's make sure we're chatting a little bit. Let's put in the chat. Anyone who's doing the challenge, tell me if you're doing the challenge. I think a few of you are already within the first 3, 4, maybe 5 days of this challenge. Who's doing the challenge in the room? Um, put it in the chat. You said me, Brent. Okay. I'm doing it. You're doing it as well. I'm gonna start today. Okay, awesome, awesome. Narcastic, thank you, friend. Yes, you are. You said I am Jada, not within TikTok, but for myself. Okay, okay. What does that mean? You're not doing TikTok? What do you mean? What do you mean, Angela? You are doing it. You are going live every day, or you doing it on a different platform? I'm all the way in. You are like what you've been doing this for months now. Daily though, how long have you been doing daily? I will start today. Okay. When does it actually start? Whenever you started. Whenever you started, friend. Yeah. So whenever you're starting, today is a good day because it'll end, within 14 days. It's towards the end of the month. It'll be either May 31st or June 1st for you. I'm not doing the challenge, brand new, so getting ready to go live with Shop for the first time. Okay, good, good. That's awesome. I'm sorry, new here. What challenge? 14-day. Go live every day for 14 days. Okay, so the people who said yes, let's talk about it a little bit. What have you noticed? Now, Brandon, I know for a fact you've noticed an increase because we talked about it yesterday. I'm doing the challenge. I'm on my 26 days going live straight. Wow, wow, that's awesome. You're almost a month in. That's awesome. And you've seen some of these ups and downs. So that's good because I think you could speak to it too, Harold, because essentially what's going to happen is that, obviously, let me talk from a consistency is key. It is. I'm going to talk about, people, the flow of people in your room. You start seeing that incremental growth. Okay. So in the beginning, it's kind of quiet. It can be quiet. Let me say that differently. Because there's some things you can do to maximize, marketing yourself, making sure people know you're going live, and making sure you have at least a small audience or a few friendly faces in the audience. So that's important. And I think you should do that. Keywords doing the live is key. Yes, 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 absolutely. Um, you said just dive in and use the TikTok live studio. I'm nervous, but did it. That's good. LJ, Brandon, that one black dude, he does TikTok studio also, the live studio. Live studio, I'm not as versed with live studio. I've only used it a few times. My computer, my device needs to be upgraded. It doesn't like it. You got to make sure you have the streaming, the RAM, the bandwidth to actually stream online like that. So I use my phone and I'm pro phone. So, definitely, learn Live Studio if that's better for you. How long, do you have to stay on live? Like I said, a valid go live day is 60 minutes. So you wanna make sure I tell people go 61 minutes, if not longer. Ideally, you're going upwards of 90 minutes, 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours. The longer, the better. Hey, you doing? How you doing, Marie? Marita, thank you so much for being here. And so just making sure you're going longer, the better. You said, Jana, you said I did 5 days consecutive, new followers, engagement increased, and the payouts have increased daily. So let me pin this because I want to point this out. She's naming some of the things that I'll say will happen. All those things should happen for you. All of those things. Because if you're showing up in a way and she shows up in a way that she's actually making sure she's getting the word out there about her live stream. She is doing something really interesting. She's playing some great music. She's like a DJ. She's like a radio DJ. So she's doing some real cool stuff with her live stream, her screens and stuff. And so she's really trying to make a go at this in terms of making it a more inviting experience for her viewers and a really good viewing experience and engagement experience. So all those things should happen. You should see increased engagement, new followers. You should see increased payouts. All those things should happen. Do you recommend to follow people without bios? Not really. And I'll say this, and this is people with no bios. Make sure you have a bio. Make sure when you're private, you are limiting your growth. You want to grow on this app, you want to build, you need to increase your numbers and your followers. When you're a private account, you can't do that. And I tell people all the time, if you want to be anonymous, you can be anonymous. You can have any picture on the screen for your logo. You can have, or for your for your profile picture. You can have any name. You can be faceless and show sunsets and sunrises for all your content. Nobody would know it's you. So when you're private, you're really limiting your growth. So I would say try to be anonymous if that's where you need to how you need to move. But at the end of the day, don't be private because you don't grow and we don't see your bio because you privated it. So we can't see it. Do you have to go live at the same day, same time every day? Absolutely. Is I encourage you to come up with a schedule. I use the analogy before we had streaming, like Netflix and other shows and other places and stuff. Before we had streaming, we had television. So I say this ain't TV, but in a way, you want to take away some of the things that was good about television. And so you knew your favorite show, you knew your favorite, the time it started, you knew what day of the week it was on, you knew all that, and you were there for it. That's what you're trying to create for your community, your fan club. That's what this represents, your fans. And so you want to create an experience where people are coming to you because they know they can depend on you being there. 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock, I'm here daily, twice a day. And so that's how I've created a following of people who want to learn and grow from me because they know they can rely on me being here. Now, I'm usually here about 10:15, 4:15 ish, but I show up. I'm here. So I might be a little late, but I do show up. But yeah, I would say do a consistent day, go every day and at same time. That's what you wanna do. Oh, what are the best times? I always get that question. What's the best time to go live? Let me answer that. Agree, faceless over private or use AI and provide a persona. Yes, Dr. Peg, I would totally agree. That's it. But don't do private. I just say that you're limiting your opportunities to connect with people. Yeah. Don't worry if you have follows with no posts. Weird. You said I don't worry if you have follows with no posts. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is kind of some. There's probably a issue going on where there may be a restriction. Best time to go live. I get this question all the time, and guess what? Y'all not gonna like my answer. You said you gained 8 new followers doing my live just last night. Oh, that's great. You're not gonna like my answer. Because it kinda goes back to you. It does go back to you. It's the accountability that you put to this experience. If you are not going to show up in a consistent way, a consistent time, it's going to also be problematic to growing. It has to start with you. It's based on your availability. So, the streets never sleep. I know that's right. I tell you, these TikTok streets don't close. They don't close. Ain't nothing closing here. People here all times of night. I told you I went to bed like 6:40, 2:45 last night in the streets. And so just recognize that it doesn't close. You said never close. Never. And you can show up when you think is best for you. Now, so I started with the 4 o'clock. So I've been going live for almost a year and a half. Year and a half will be June 1st. So I'm That's a milestone for me. I started my live streaming consistency. Um, I started with a challenge, a 30-day challenge. It was January of 2025. And so with that, I started going live every day. I picked 4 o'clock. So January is the first is when I first started. I had one time slot in January. In February, I picked up the second time slot. So that was a strategy. But in January, I started at 4 o'clock. The reason I picked 4 o'clock, I was still doing my day job. And my work day ended for the most part around 4 o'clock. I could manage my calendar so that I was done by 4 o'clock. I also picked 4 o'clock because my son, he was in preschool at the time, he wasn't home yet. So I didn't have him as a distraction. Y'all heard him a little while ago in the back outside my door. So he wasn't a distraction. I had to worry about him. So I was able to be consistent because I picked a date, I picked going daily, but I picked a time that worked for me. Hey, Silver Fox. And so recognizing that it has to start with you. What day can you show up and be consistent? What days, ideally every day, that you can show up and make sure that you're able to dedicate at least an hour, if not a little longer, if you need to stretch it out. What is your ability to do that? Then you can go and look at TikTok. Will give you some analytics based on your viewers. I tell people to look at that data. It's fine, but I'll be honest with you, that data changes because it's looking at your viewers, and you have viewers that are coming in a room. Thank you, Cleopatra. The viewers that are coming into the room. Thank you for the moonwalk. That are coming in a room all the time, and their availability, what they're doing on the app, how they're showing up, shifts as well. So TikTok will give you some recommendations, but at the end of the day, it is based on you showing up and being consistent. All right. Thank you so much, Regina. The other thing you want to think about is your topic. Now, if your topic is for a more mature audience, late nights might be better for you. You might want to be considerate of that. Or if your topic is for people doing their drive to work and you want to make sure you're reaching them first thing in the morning, again, you got to think about your topic. All right. So maybe that's a morning topic. So I should go live every day to gain visibility. Yes, every day to gain visibility. I was in TikTok streets last night and it was jumping. It was jumping. Hey, beautiful. Thank you so much. Um, thank you all. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. So thanks so much, friends. Let's see. Thank you all for the moonwalks, the gifts and stuff. Let's talk. You say you got to make a plan. Yep. Time doesn't matter because of the time zone differences, right? No, it does not. It does not matter. What traditionally happens, I'll be honest with you. You get people from all over the world, don't get me wrong. But what will happen though, you will probably end up getting a lot of people from your time zone, maybe even your state, maybe even your town, maybe even other places you've been from, because you're saying that stuff. The algorithm is listening to everything you say. So I say I'm from Florida. Y'all tell me where y'all from. Put in the chat. Tell me the different places of where people are from. So when I say I'm from Florida, I usually get a few people from Florida, typically. If I was to say there was like a percentage, I would say about a good 30% of my audience is from Florida. And then and then I get a lot of people from Chicago because I'm originally from Chicago and I say Chicago. And so surprisingly enough, people from Chicago are popping in my live all the time. Canada, Hollywood, Florida. Oh, I lived in Hollywood, Florida. Awesome, awesome. Pembroke Pines. I lived in Pembroke Pines. I did not know you were in Pembroke Pines. That's where my husband and I, my ex-husband, not the first husband, the first husband, not the second husband, first husband. We start. That's where we started our home. My daughter was born in Miramar Hospital. That's where she was born. Um, you are my other phone now. Hey, Cleopatra, to see me. I was busy. Okay, friend. All right, Sarasota. Awesome, awesome. Um, okay. California, look at this. What's you said what's the new requirement? What requirement, friend? South Carolina, Canada, New York. Awesome, awesome. St. Louis. So why is TikTok not giving you paramedic friend? I'm not sure what's going on with your account, friend. You said why they not giving you the live option? How old is your account? Oakland, Maine, New Jersey, California, Virginia, Ohio. All right, look at you, Germany. Nice, nice. Awesome, awesome. Um, awesome. Let's see. Let's see, Nebraska, Michigan. Awesome. So, as you say, which agency are you with? I'm an agency owner and manager, Launch Your Income Agency, Nigeria. Welcome, welcome, friend. 7 days today. Oh, well, it wasn't old enough. Yeah, it's 7 days today, so you probably will get it today or tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, 7 days. Your account has to be 7 days or older, and you have to have content on it. You got to have your blue box. You do have that, and you have to have at least 50 followers. So yeah, you'll probably get it today or tomorrow. Wow, so awesome for you. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Okay, so um, when it comes to that consistency, same time, ideally, go at least an hour and try to do every day for 14 days. Prior to that, we talk about marketing your life. When, um, why when I ask people, they don't tell me where they're from. you said you said why nobody answer my question when I ask that? You will get there, friend. They'll start connecting with you. They gonna start answering your question. You said, "I'm in Georgia, so I would like to fix my account." Okay, Cleopatra. They do that to me too. They're like, "We ain't answering you right now. We don't know you." They gonna start answering y'all. They will. They will. You said I get crickets. I went live first time last night and I have some questions. Shell, you said I have some questions. People ain't answering your questions neither. I got so many people said that they were from where were they from, friend? I'd be like what in the world? It's like, how she do that? Y'all gonna answer her. Um, look here. So 2 months with TikTok. Okay, 2 months with TikTok. I did a live last night, but I ended after 20 minutes because I couldn't remove the 17-year-olds. Oh, you have to turn that on beforehand. You have to turn on the 18 years and older. That's under audience control. That's under settings. Before you start your live, click settings. Settings is where you'll find board. Settings, when you scroll down to the middle of the screen, you'll find audience control, meaning that your live is for 18 years and older. And then if you scroll down even further, you'll find content disclosure. If you have a topic that's a little bit more mature in nature, that is for a more mature audience, because you're talking about some other stuff, maybe trauma, maybe some other adult content, turn on your content disclosure. That'll protect you from your brand. As that'll protect you as a brand, ideally. Now you can't say any and everything, but you want to be able to say some things about maybe your journey, some things you've been dealing with. If it's a medical related thing, a more sensitive topic, you're talking about your experience. Turn on the content disclosure. All right. That's what I would tell you. So audience control and content disclosure. Turn it on before you start the live. Um, you said I was given. Oh, and TikTok gave me, um, let me explain scale live rewards. That's what you earned. And it depends on what happened in your life. There's metrics that determine how you are paid out and how much you are paid out. Okay. So keep that in mind. The most you can earn per live is 40%. So that tells me you got 35% based on that number. You got 35%. You got 35% because more than likely the math was based on how long you went live. How long did you go live? Tell me how long did you go live? I'm assuming that's probably where that number came from. So the most you can ever earn in your live per live is 40%. You can get an additional up to an additional 13% based on some other things each week. Okay. So that's the scale live rewards. If I need to break that down, you said 1 hour. Yeah. So it was based on what happened in that live though. Some your duration factors in that scale live reward as well as the duration and how many new followers you got doing that live. So those are the two metrics per live you're paying attention to. And you earn from gifting. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Um, and said, hey, St. Louis people. Oh, hey, friend. Hey, Kansas City. Cleopatra, you talk about faith in your live. Awesome, awesome. What about walking I think you got filtered or not filtered. It's maybe auto corrected because I'm not sure. You're walking a walk-in. Hey, I don't know, friend. What is that? Building a community that do movement together. Newbie here. Okay, keep me posted. Walking pad. Okay, gotcha. I was like, what? I was like, what is going on in your life? So the walking pad. Um, so what do you mean about? So you just want to know, is that okay? Yeah, you can be on your walking pad and do a fitness live stream. Yeah, sure. Now, why not? Another question. I logged into my live using another account and using a tapper. Okay, okay, doable. Um, I'm going live at 3 p.m. Central today. I'm going Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. also. Okay. Dreams, why are you going two different times? Let me know more about that. In terms of the days and different times. I just that I would say you probably want to build consistency. Hey, OMG, appreciate it. The tapper tap 24 never showed up on my live. Yeah, TikTok does that sometimes. Yeah, that was just a glitch. That was just a glitch. Yeah. Yeah, my tapper sometimes doesn't work either. So that's normal. I don't want you to be like, "Oh, just chalk it up to the game." TikTok is like, "You know what? Not today. I don't feel like it." So, yeah. Each week, I probably have that happen at least twice a week that it doesn't work. And I go twice a day. So yeah, one live, the 10 o'clock, it won't work. The 4 o'clock, it will. Or 4 o'clock, it won't work. Come back 10 o'clock, it's still not working, but then it works the next 4 o'clock. So it's just weird. I don't understand it. I usually say it has something to do with maybe you need an app update. You need to update your app. You can go back to the Google store if you went to on Google or um the Apple app on your phone, type in TikTok, click the symbol. Don't click the open or update from there. Click the symbol, take you to the screen for the update for TikTok, and then click update from there. But yeah, so just make sure your app is updated really quickly. If you have not updated your app in at least 2 weeks, you have missed an update. You've already missed two because TikTok sends updates every week. Congratulations on that title gifted. Thank you so much, OMG. I appreciate you, friend. Title gift of the roses. So yeah, so TikTok updates the app weekly, random days and times, but just make sure you're always checking. Always check for app updates. If you haven't done it and you're sitting here, it's like, oh, I only did it one time, and since I've had the app, then you've missed several updates. So every week, um, different audience, teachers on Wednesdays and parents on Sundays. Okay, okay, gotcha. Um, okay, that's fine. Um, Yeah, that's fine. I would probably go more frequently than that though, just so that you can start building up that presence to attract that audience. Um, I do battle. I do know how to, and I can teach it. I do teach it a little bit. Yeah, so I do. Let's see. Don't the tabs push your live out to people? Yeah. So again, sometimes it don't work. Sometimes it does not work. So I just wanna make sure you guys don't get your hopes up that sometimes that backup is not gonna work for you sometimes, but most time it does. I may have missed it. New here and out. Yeah, so we're talking about that now, friend. I'll cover some things, but yeah, now I'm gonna have to check to see if I got the recent updates. Yeah, yep. TikTok ain't my job. Small part of a large part. Strategy. Yeah, I definitely understand that. Um, I definitely understand that, and and I definitely understand that. And if you want to leverage this platform to its fullest, it will require you to engage earlier, more often, and then you can kind of scale back if you need to. But you're trying to teach the algorithm who you are, what you're about, what your page is. You're trying to grow in your numbers. You got to do the content side, folks, and you got to build your numbers. That's going to help you. And in the beginning, that's kind of the grind. That's kind of the grind. Then you can decide if you want to shift things a little bit. But that essentially is what's happening. I don't want you to get to this point where you're like, TikTok's not my main strategy. And then you throw this strategy out the window because you're like, well, it's not working for me. it won't work for you if you're not present enough. You know what I'm saying? So he said, "And baby," it is. Yeah, so that's part of what's that's I mean, that's all the platforms, to be honest with you. I'm just being honest about it. The YT, that's a grind. It's a different type of grind, but it's a grind. And so just recognizing that that's part of what you have to do in the beginning as you're trying to get a little bit more traction and you're trying to get visibility and discoverability. All right. Because you want people to discover you because you want them to search and find you. But um, if you're not doing, if you're not here enough, then I don't know if you're gonna see the impact quick enough for yourself. You said, how do they find us? They find you because your content you're posting, you're saying the keywords. How do you have to show up? Social media initially made us comfortable hiding. Yes, that's true. I like that. I like that. Um, that one black dude, for you to get paid, do you have PayPal? Yeah, you definitely have Cleopatra. Yeah, you definitely have to have PayPal to get paid. Yeah, you definitely have to have PayPal to get your payouts. I will update, but I am asking about TikTok asking for ID. TikTok will ask for your ID for two reasons. For you to get paid, you got to verify your identity for you to get paid for your monetization. That is totally normal. And for you to start going live, they usually do an age verification to make sure you're 18 years and older. So yes, TikTok will ask for your ID for in both incidences. Those are two separate ways of TikTok verifying who you are for the compensation, the monetization element, as well as for you to go live to make sure you're of age. Yep. So yes. You said, Janet, you said my son's test best for 30 minutes lives and his different tests. He gives followers and gifts. Um, okay. Yeah. I'm not sure what you're saying though, but you're saying he does 30 minutes. Okay. A little off topic, but is there a way to see who is scamming your DMs? Scamming your DMs? What do you mean? You're saying my imposters? Are you talking about me or are you talking about yourself? I engage with target others robustly. Yes. Yes. So that's that. I mean, if that's what you're spending some time doing, then that's going to be good. Hopefully, that'll hopefully get be a payoff with people coming to your live streams when you are live. So that's going to be important. Doing that engagement, yeah, because you want to make sure they know those two time frames is for two different audience, and those are the days you're doing your live. So you just got to be very intentional about that engagement. What makes it feel better now? You said, Barbie, you talking about the location. Okay, Andrew. I'm on day 7 of 30 live singing, but I'm you said I'm about to be sick. What do I do if I can't sing? Oh, you got to figure out some other ways to get engagement in a room if you want to continue to go live. I don't know if that's what you're saying or if you're going to take some time off. That may shift things a little bit, but you could probably build it back up. You should be able to build it back up. I post lots of stories and posts. Okay, that's good. That's good. I have to set a schedule. Yeah, setting a schedule is good. Totally different strategy. Let's see. I'm just coming up to some comments. I just want to make sure I got through some comments. Um, so you said I left TikTok, deleted my videos. Now I'm back starting yesterday. You got any pointers for me? Start posting the content, friend. Post the content based on your topic. That's what I would tell you. Okay, let's do this. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, let's share out the live. We'll do a quick power share as well. Power share is where you press down on the middle of my nose, my glasses, and you can send it out to different individuals that way as well. So if we could power share out the live and see if we can increase our visibility. I never get paid from TikTok, but I pay for promotion. I'm trying to go live, but the diamonds I was it got cut off clear picture. Um, Okay. So, Cleopatra, do me a favor. Go ahead and message me because your questions are different from what we're trying to talk about here. I think you need some very specific answers. So if you want to message me, go ahead and message me by clicking Service Plus. I'm not sure where what you need, friend, but yeah, definitely you want to do a ID check, audience control. So definitely do that. So go ahead and message me That way I can answer your questions directly and not let it get mixed up in the chat. As soon as I start singing, little people send me gifts, and I'm so grateful. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Awesome. All right. Oh, okay. I will. Thanks. You're welcome. Okay. So here's the deal. And thank you all for the shares. I appreciate the support. So let me recap this. I just want to recap some of this, and we're going to talk through it. I didn't talk about before you're live. In Dreams, KC is really talking about that. She's spending a lot of time trying to reach her target audience. She's posting content. She's engaging in those rooms where her audience could be. Again, her strategy is that she's here twice a week, going live, and she has two different live streams with two different audiences that she's trying to capture. So so her strategy is that, okay, I want to make sure I'm maximizing my time when I come here, and I want to make sure I'm getting the right people in the room. Okay? So in doing that, you got to make sure you know who you're talking to. I say you always got to know your target audience, know who you're talking to, and what your topic is so that they will be, ideally coming to your live stream. So you know your topic because you're going to search those keywords. And so keywords are so important. You want to say the words that matter to your live stream. And as you're thinking about your audience, you want to make sure you're bringing the right people into the room. And so you're saying the words that they're searching. Okay. So you're being intentional about what are they searching? Why would they want to come to my live? What is it about what I'm going to say and do in my live that's going to attract them and keep them coming to my live? Okay. So you want to go on the home screen. That's one way to search it. Go on the home screen, search your topic. So if you're a topic, just drop it in. Oh, thank you so much. Short stuff. See you, friend. Hey, Eli, welcome to the room as well. Um, So once you go on to that search screen for TikTok, so the home, so you're on your profile, look in the corner, you see home, click home, go to the top bar where you can search and you type in the words that matter for you. So, welcome in everybody. Thank you so much, friends. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. We'll do a quick example. So if you're thinking about, um, we'll say fitness. So as I start typing in the word fitness, you'll see. Yes, also track gaps in my industry and influencers in my space. Yep. Let me turn my screen around. That's good. That's good. So definitely the people who are um, getting a lot of visibility, you want to pay attention to them, those influencers. Yep. So here is different ways. I didn't even finish the word fitness, and it gave me things that are popular searches, and the arrows pointing up. So popular searches. So you click those searches. Okay, those are things people are searching. That's what TikTok says is popular right now, based on uh, some part of your niche or the topic you want to cover. And then ultimately, if I click fitness motivation, you see people who are there, they're posting content. TikTok will even give you other search terms that may be part of fitness motivation. And so again, you're taking those search terms down. You may, so for like Dreams KC, she may do that search and say, okay, well, let me look at some of these top searches and look at the results and see what influencers are doing stuff in my topic and how they are getting people to how are they talking about this topic? They're posting content about it and people are engaging in that content. The people in the comments is her target audience because those people are already engaging in that. Okay. I send targeted invites to my lives, especially those who show up frequently. Okay, and they and who bought my books. Yes. So that's the back end part to make sure you're creating that community piece. So that's important so that they now are coming. Because again, your strategy is Jenny, is based on your presence. You're not being here on a daily basis going live. So you're trying to maintain those people's interests, trying to keep them coming back. You're trying to keep that relationship, cultivating that relationship and maintaining that relationship. So, for that, that's a strategy. Now, a lot of other live hosts, when you're here more, you're now talking to your current fan club members and your current viewers, but you're also looking at expanding and growing and bringing more folks in. And when you're here more often, you have more exposure. Okay. So I don't want y'all to think I'll be honest with you, my strategy is always more is better because you're expanding your reach. You'll grow. 75% of my followers came from my live stream. I say that all the time, not from my content. And my content is done better lately. But for the most part, they come from the live because I have that exposure. Yeah. I have to provide lots of value. Yeah. And you have to, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. And so just kind of think about like what's your goals? And I understand, in terms of how you have to make sure that you're balancing your time and you're allocating your time appropriately. But if you're looking for um bigger gains and growth, then you're gonna have to figure out how do you manage your time and what does that mean for expanding your presence here. You said I found you this weekend have been implementing some of your strategies. That's awesome. Thank you. I just customized your name so I don't go to the fake pages. All right. I've learned lots from you and I will test other things out too. Absolutely. Thank you, friend. Yesterday I got a notification I can go live once I get 50 followers. Okay, there we go. There we go, friend. All right, you're doing it. That's it. Keep growing. Keep growing. Um, all right. So when everything's said and done, you have those keywords. I want you guys to pay attention to those keywords. So you're going to search here. You're searching what people are searching. Essentially, those are the keywords. And you might even want to use, depending on what's in your bio, maybe even use one or two of those keywords in your bio. That should be represented in your bio as well. And so when it comes to using that information, you can go have to run. Have a great day. Thank you so much, James. I appreciate you, friend. Um, you said, "Thank you so much. I am learning so much." You're welcome. Once you figure out what you're going to be searching, what you're gonna be talking about, you wanna make sure that you also understand your target audience. So I tell people all the time, maybe use AI, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whoever you wanna use, whichever one you like. Thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. As you are searching this, I want you to go in. Thank you for that daily card me. I want you to go to the AI and then also plug in there to brainstorm. Brainstorm your niche, your topics, and your target audience. Based on your target audience being the demographic of that target audience, the psychographic of that target audience, and the pain points, those three categories. Then I want you to pay attention to um, add in there based on me being you can include your bio, you can include whatever characteristics you want to talk about in your live stream. Maybe it's the fitness motivation, maybe it's crocheting, maybe it's, singing, whatever you're doing in your live stream. So then when you're talking to your audience, you can make sure your comments and the things that are coming up that are important to your audience, you're also sharing that information. Okay. So you're saying the things that matter to your audience. So it'll help kind of streamline who you're talking to. It'll help you understand what are some things you should be saying to them because they have pain points, they have struggles and challenges. They think and feel a certain way. That's the psychographic. And so you want to know who that audience is. So you can ask the AI for that information. Okay. So that was a prompt I just gave you. I say brainstorm 5 examples and then use that to then determine what your outline is for your live stream. You want to have a little bit of structure, some things you want to make sure you say to your audience. And then also, what does it mean to think about your script and how you're going to use those keywords. So you can ask the AI for all that information. So when everything's said and done, you have that research you've done before you go live. You've marketed your live. That means you've done a live event. That means you posted it to your stories. You did posted content. If you are sitting here right now and nobody knows you go live in your content, that you can't even scroll past one of your posts that talk about going live, you gotta talk about it. Join me live. I'll be live talking about this topic on this day and time. Join me. Okay. So those are things you want to do. If that is not reflected in your content, who knows you're going live? Hey, Miss Bradley, who knows you're going live? So you gotta talk about it too. You gotta market yourself. And then when you do that live event, you add your live event so people know your schedule. Okay. And you put that in there. So someone who is going live for the next 14 days, you should have 14 live events created because you know you're going live. You know what day and time you're going live. You know what you're doing. So you should have 14 live events created. Okay. And then with those 14 live events, you post content talking about your live event coming up to make sure people know. You add it to your stories. You share it. I love what Dreams KC said. She said, "You know what? I tell my super fans or my fan club members and people who purchase my book, I let them know that I'm going live. Here's what time and day I'll be live." And so let them know as well. Like, come back, join me. I'll be live at this time. Send that to them. You can create a group chat with those folks. Okay. So there's so many different ways you could do this. Hey friend, how you doing? There's so many different ways you can do this. So these are ways that you are going to market yourself. And then in 14 days, this will happen. You'll see new followers. You'll see more engagement in your room, more people showing up in your room. You'll see payouts. Okay. You're gonna monetize. Those things will happen. TikTok help with that, but it's plan I must do. Yep, that's exactly it. You just gotta follow through on it. Yep. And so when it comes to what will happen, my nervous, afraid, shy folks, your confidence is gonna get boosted. Thank you for the follows, friends. I appreciate you guys coming in, following the live host. Your confidence is gonna get boosted. All right. So you will build confidence. You're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn these features. I tell you guys all the time. If homework for my people who don't know yet, you got homework. Everybody always asks me about the sound effects. That's become one of my pet peeve questions. Can you block haters? You can. You can. I'll explain in 1 second. Homework. Know where the wand is and press the wand and find out where the sound effects is located. Okay. So all of that is there. So practice that feature. Click there so you know where all the sound effects are located and the other effects. These are effects. So that's homework. The other homework part two. So you have two things. Click the house. There's a house in the upper, let me flip my screen. Upper corner here. It looks like a little house, has an arrow. Click that, or you can swipe from right to left, swipe your screen and you can get to the real time performance. In the top right corner is the time. So know where the time is, know where your sound effects are located. Okay, that's your homework. And so if you don't know where those two things are, you got homework to do. Do you have to use those sound effects do you have to use those sound effects? Just asking. No, some people buy sound cards. Yeah, some people have like external sound effects that they use as well. They'll have like a little adapter and their live is hooked up to a little sound board, and they can use that too. But yeah, you can use sound effects. You can use sound effects however you want to do it. You're live. I have this loud bell. I'm not going to use it now. I was going to ring it, but there's things like that. If you want to just ring the bell, you can do that. It's up to you. Um, but Thank you so much. See you next time, friend. So yeah, you want to make sure you're using those features and know where they're located. Okay, so that's what I would tell you. When it comes to thank you so much, friend. When it comes to other things that you wanna pay attention to, let's see, somebody asked me a question, I just wanna make sure. How to block haters, okay. Other things you wanna pay attention to is, people who are bad actors, they will come in your live stream. So when you have someone come in your live stream and they're disruptive, you can touch the words of what they said, a screen will pop up, and then you can ultimately remove them, okay? So you can remove any bad actors that are coming into your live stream. So you can remove them. You can mute their words. That's what will pop up. You can mute their words. Thank you, Angela. Welcome to the room. Um, Thank you so much, friend. You can mute their words, or you can, and which means you're removing the words off the screen. You can block them, which means that you're removing them. Hey, sweetie pie, you're removing them from the live, or you can report them. Okay, so you have those three options. You also can click their photo, and then there's three dots in the corner on their profile. You can use that as well. All right, let's do this. Somebody asked, two people asked a while ago about the blue boxes, and I know I've been all over this live. I've been talking about different things, but let me ask if you are not aware about blue boxes, say I want to know. Just say, me. me. If you wanna know about the blue boxes, put that in chat just to know if I need to go over that. Somebody asked that a while ago, and I should have just stopped and talked about it then. You said me. Okay. All right. So a few of you are in the room. All right. So we'll cover it. Also ban some words, filter them. Okay. Um, ban words. You're saying, what are you asking? You're saying also ban words. So TikTok has community guidelines. You cannot use hateful speech. So you want to be careful about the words you use. You actually need to be careful about using that word hate in a way that says you don't like something or someone, because TikTok will misinterpret. This is a computer, it's listening to what you say. And so I've had somebody talk about, their drawing, and it was like, oh my gosh, I aged making lines or lines. And she was talking, and TikTok was like, no, you don't. No, you don't dislike that. So just be careful about how you say things because TikTok is listening, okay? So be careful about that hate speech, harmful behaviors, harmful things you say in your life. If you're talking about illicit drugs, don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Be careful about drinking on the live too. Drinking alcohol is obviously a no-no, but if you're drinking, it could potentially uh what do you call it? Give you a violation. All right. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, welcome to the room. And so be careful about what you're doing. I'm trying to find you. I will message you. Okay, sounds good, friend. If you message me here, Miss Cleopatra, click this box here. The screen pops up. Just send me a message that way. That's a way to do it because you're in the live. Or if you click my photo, it takes you my profile, and you can message me that way to make sure you have the right account. Um, so um, you're not supposed to be drinking, driving, smoking. Don't have kids on your camera. No minors at all. Um, don't have Don't remove clothes because TikTok might think you're stripping. That's nudity, so you gotta be careful about what you do when you're removing things too. So all of that matters. All right? Try to use the word unalive instead of the D word, the opposite of that. So try to use that word. That's a no-no word too. So people say unalive, and that's across most platforms. You can't talk about like suicide or anything where you're harming yourself or others. So you gotta be careful about what you say. All right? So when everything's said and done, it's trying to create a safe community. So you just got to be mindful of how you're using words. Names of the big companies, yeah, you got to be careful about that too. Turn on your content disclosure. Like I said, there those brands, especially the designer brands, and you're showing their logos or their names and stuff. You want to be careful about it. My friend, bless girl, blessing. Let's bless girl. Let me help you, friend, because you're gonna we don't do the grow room stuff. Your behavior is like grow room behavior. We teach about how to be a live host, and so you don't want people coming in your room just saying pick me, get me and stuff. So we're going to talk about that a little bit because I want to make sure people understand how to be engagers. Blue box. So let's talk about the blue box. Janet, I got you. So do me a favor. Let's do this. We're going to put the word blue in the chat, and I'm going to show you guys something. I thought so. Everybody put the word blue. He said, "I thought alcohol was not allowed," correct? Yeah, people get drinking people are drinking on here and they shouldn't be. TikTok, yeah, you're not supposed to drink alcohol. Um, the way they did a session and they said, sometimes people don't follow the rules. It's like speeding. Everybody knows the rules of the road and people will speed all the time until they get caught. And so that's how it is on this app. There are people who are still haven't gotten caught yet, so they're thinking it's okay, but it's not. You're not supposed to. Okay. So, all right. When everything's said and done, you put in the word blue. Once you put in the word blue, I want you to click your photo. So click your photo. I appreciate your content. Thank you so much, friend. So I want you to put in click your photo where you put the word blue. So everybody should be clicking their photo. Click your photo. And I want you to see these boxes. We're going to go through these boxes real quick, but I want you to click this box in a second. The first box is you as a viewer. This is your level of engagement, gifted engagement in particular. The second box is you as a fan club member for my room. You go to somebody else's room, it's going to be their room. That's the daily heart me up here. your engagement from a fan club perspective. The last one is you as a live host. That is your diamond, your league level. So those boxes represent you as a viewer, the blue box, you as a fan club member from my room, and you as a live host. And then there's a gift gallery that can only be accessed if you are live or a guest in someone's room. Okay? So those are gifts that you can send that makes you viewers title gifters. So if you look at my box up here, you'll see the people who have sent gifts that have made them the title gifter for that particular gift. That gallery refreshes tonight on Sunday nights at 12:30. I believe it refresh, and we'll have a whole nother week of people becoming the title gifter. Title gifters are important because as live hosts, you look to see who are your title gifters, and you want to make sure you go back to support them, whether it's them as a guest or them as a live host. You want to make sure you go to support them because they supported you, and you have that record because you get a report of your title gifters. So TikTok will inbox you that. So that's why you see people battling for the roses to get the title or other things because they want to be seen as someone who is engaging in that way. Sometimes they do it, obviously. Obviously, that's not the only reason why they do it, but they want to. They are getting that recognition. All right. Um, Sheila, you don't have a blue box. You do. Go back and click it again. It's a 24. So here's what you do, Shell, rather, Shell. So I want you now to click this one. A blue screen is going to pop up. Your blue screen pops up. So if you don't know what if you came in just now and you missed it, put the word blue in the chat. Then click your photo. You said Dr. Lisa Spillanti. I know. I tell you all the tea. Click your photo, and then you're going to click your LV box, LV12, LV2. You're clicking your LV box, LV0 for some of y'all. That's grayed out, LV0. So essentially, you don't have a box yet. So you need to get a box. Here's why you get a box. The blue box represents you as a viewer. TikTok, mine is 0. So you need to get a box, friend. So here's the deal. We see you. We see you. You see you. You may not know that you don't have a box or didn't realize the box was important, but the box is very important. It shows you in terms of how you show up in someone's room. We see that instantly. You said new friend, hello friend. It costs a lot of money to get to 25. Um, it is something you want to budget and strategize for. All right. I don't say you do it overnight. I teach you guys to manage your budget, but I'd say if you're going to engage in this go live um gameplay, okay, if you're going to be in these go live streets, you want to make sure that you are an engaged viewer because you're trying to be an engaged live host and you want people to support you. So that means you have to be a supporter because when you go live, you're going to be asking people to get your daily heart rate. They have to have coins on their account. That's how people got the Lisa box. Hey, Leanne, or you're going to ask them to support your flash goal. Again, in order to support your flash goal, they have to have coins on their account. So you want people to support you. So you need to also make sure you are supporting others. All right. So I teach that because I want you guys to understand the bigger picture here. You're trying to expand and build your network. When you don't have those badges, again, from an optics perspective, we see it. You see it. You may not know what it meant, but a live host does. Like our friend who came in at 25, flying into the room. And so, how you doing, friend? And so, just recognizing we see that that person has a level 25 box. And so, you want to make sure you're engaging in that way because there's some live hosts who will not answer questions, will not engage, and you will go ultimately ignored as the chat is chatting away because they're seeing the people with boxes first. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, they're seeing that. They're seeing the people who came in and grabbed their daily heart me and they have that box. You said that person is a spender. That person is a budgeter. We don't know how long they've been here. They might have been here for years and they got up there. High number the better. High so the numbers go, the blue box goes from level 1, well actually level 0, but a level 1 to level 50. Okay. 25 at level 25 if you want to know a milestone to get to 25 is a milestone because you get to come into someone's room, you're flying into the room. All right? You're coming in, you're seeing. Thank you so much, Zora. I appreciate your friend. I gotta catch you at the beginning of. Okay. I love so yeah, so you're flying into the room. So 25 is a milestone. When the room is less than 100, okay? Really quickly, if you click your blue box, there's a question mark in the corner. It kind of breaks this down. So you guys can kind of go back and read it for yourself. So I always tell people that just in case you need to know a little bit more about what's happening here. Interesting. I didn't know any of this. Yeah, yeah. Blue. And so when it comes to 25, between 25 and 34, you fly in when it's less than 100. 35 probably would be your next milestone because that means you fly in regardless of how many people in a room. People see you. Okay? Is that no, that's not 25K, girl. You made me laugh. It's like, "Is that 25K?" No. No, think of it as pennies, but it's not even dollar for dollar because you can get a discount on all the things that you do, or penny for penny rather. And so yeah, it's heavily discounted, and yeah, thank you for explaining these. You're welcome. So I haven't gifted in a while. A message popped up saying my level was reduced. Oh, you're level 1. It says level 1 on the screen is grayed out. So here's what I tell people all the time. What is the beginner friendly budget? I'm concerned with about wasting it, not knowing what I'm doing. Okay. You said I'm back to 0. No, it says it grades you out. Your box is grayed out. If your box is grayed out and you have a number there besides 0, it's because TikTok TikTok deactivates your box from showing up in a room after 7 days. So if you come to my room and you didn't get your daily heart meat, you ain't been here in a week, it turns gray. We jokingly say, and Mrs. Treetop, she coined this. She said, "No ashy hearts." So you have an ashy heart when you're grayed out. If you're a super fan, it never grays out, so we never know. Um, okay, so it's like 25K. Yeah, I think that's probably about it. Yeah, that's probably about closer to being it. It's probably more like, yeah, 25. You could say it's more like 20, depending on if you got a discount and stuff. But and so with that, and so a beginner friendly budget, let me answer Eli's question. So really quickly, here, click the gift box. If you click the gift box in the lower corner, it says the word recharge, lower right corner, or it says how many points, how many coins you have on your, excuse me, have on your account. So it's gonna either say recharge or how many coins you have on your account. So click that word, click the word recharge or click your numbers. Once you click it, a screen pops up. It takes you to the thank you all for the gift, and I see you, friends. Appreciate the love. It takes you to the screen where you can add coins on your account. However, I'm gonna tell you to pause for a second. Right above there is a message that says recharge on the website for the 25% discount. TikTok.com, the coin slash, and then it says coin CON. So if you click that word, it takes you to the website. All right. So it says recharge on the website. Click it, it takes you to the website, and you can get your discount that way. And then you logged into that area too. I tell you to put maybe $10, okay? $10, $20 at max, somewhere along in there, so that you can start coming in, grabbing your daily heart me, TikTok every time you come into someone's room. What y'all been doing, the people with no boxes, y'all have ignored the message that says send a heart me, join the fan club, send a rose, send a heart puff, send a pop. It's telling you what to do. It has the little screen that pops up. That happens to all of us, but you've ignored it. All right. You've been ignoring it. It happens every time you come into someone's live. And so you've been ignoring that little pop up. And now it's time for you to engage. Oh, look at you, first time Rose. Awesome. Okay, I declined. Awesome friend. Somebody was coming on my screen at the same time. Oh, Noel, awesome. Congratulations, first time gifters. He said, I never knew. He said, I know. Thank you. He said, I'm not ignoring it on purpose. I had no idea what I'm doing. So now you know if you pressed it, it would have told you what to do. It would have told you, friend. Y'all like, I ain't sending it. I'm not pressing no buttons. He said, "I have no clue how to do all this. I'm learning a lot. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. There you go. You did it. You got your boxes. Look at you." You said you are amazing. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much, friends. Those who sent the first time gifters, I appreciate you guys sending them to me. Oh, look at your friend. Thank you so much for the daily heart. Ooh, daily heart me. I appreciate that. First time gifters in a room. Appreciate the support. Thank you all for engaging. Look at you guys. Yeah, like, look here, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something different. What does it mean, mass comments? Is that Enigma? Let me know if that's the Enigma. Somebody wrote that earlier about Enigma. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Part of the mask. Yeah, the thing there. Okay. Yes. So it's a feature. Hey, Miss Janet. It's a feature that TikTok just started maybe last fall. It's a newer feature. Um, where if you did not want people to know it's you that is gifting or engaging in a live stream, so you don't want to be seen and known, you can become an enigma. So it just shields your name and your identity and stuff. And then if you want a gift, you can, and nobody knows that it was you doing it. So that's how you would do it. I jokingly say it's like if Beyonce wanted to make sure she came in and not know, let people know it was her. she she would do that. It's a fee for it. It's all this other stuff that's tied to it, but you can definitely do that if you wanted to. I think I joined your fan club too. You did triple E. You did. Look at you. Keyword think. You did it, Fred. I have some, but don't know how to add it. You have some what? What do you have, friend? The health hub with Dr. T. Dr. T, what do you have, friend? Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are welcome. I didn't did I finish my blue box? Let me finish the blue box stickers. You have some stickers, but you want to know how to add them to your fan club. You would go to the fan club zone. So go to your the live center. So when you go on your profile, click TikTok Studio on the live side. That's called the live center. Scroll down to tools and resources. Under tools and resources is fan club. Click the fan club box. The fan club box has right in the middle ish, it says fan club zone. Click that side, and that's where you add your stickers. Just pull them up from your camera roll. Just make sure they're downloaded on your camera, and you can pull them up into the fan club zone. You said what happens in 14 days? Give me 1 second. I'm going to recap shortly. Yes, I have it already. Okay, perfect. Let me know if you caught what I just said, friend. This is so fun. You're welcome. So let me say this. So I just told you guys, thank you so much for the roses. You guys are sweet. Um, I said, don't break the budget. I want you guys to be intentional about how you're operating on a live stream. You want to make sure you're being intentional about showing up, supporting the community, as a live host, as a viewer. When it comes to your blue box, really quickly, here's my strategy for you all. So you look at your numbers, your points that you have, and then the points that you need to get to the next level. And then the scrolling message, I want you guys to see that. That's how many points you need to level up. As you look at your points to level up, you're factoring that into how you move, how you operate. So I know Bree, some other people saying, hey, I was concerned. I don't want to go over my budget. I think Eli said that. I don't want to go over my budget. I want to be cognizant of how I do things. That's how you do it. You look at your points and then you decide, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit in this room. I'm going to do a little bit in the next room. And then maybe I'll level up by the end of the week. I'm going to be strategic about it. Or if you are going to level up because you only need 10 points, 50 points, oh, I might do a little bit here, then I'll level up. And then for the next level, I'll be strategic about how I move. So for my level, I'm a level 32. I'm trying to get to level 33. Let me look at my points. I ain't looked at mine lately. I think it's going to take me until the end of June because the points get higher. I think it's gonna take me to the end of June to level up, but let me look at my points. I hadn't looked recently. Okay, yeah. Okay. I might level up by the end of the month, to be honest with you. Because we're halfway through the month. Yeah. So with that and my budget and how I do things, it may take me to the end of the month to level up. Hey Nisha, welcome to the room, friend. You are so thorough. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. But that's how I want you guys to think about this. I don't want you guys to be all over the place as you're doing it, especially if you're new, but you got to do something. All right. That's what I'm making sure you understand. It's not necessarily, oh, I'm going to avoid it because you're going to get in rooms and people are going to say, well, you know what? No. No, I'm not gonna engage with you. TikTok budget and battle match budget is smart. Yes. Yep. That's Miss Treetop and she know. She know for real, for real. She's a level 34 in her main page. This is her shop page. Are you growing? You are growing. I see you moving. I see how you're moving. I'm gonna pin her. You definitely want to connect with Mrs. Treetop if you don't mind getting a this is her shop page. She's trying to grow it up. But she is really good. She talks about financial literacy and she talks about battle and match strategy too. She does matches every night with her group, and they're supporting each other, but she's really good to ask questions. Hey, Demetria, how you doing, friend? Welcome, welcome. I was saying I didn't get a chance to talk about it. I was in these streets yesterday. I went to Demetria. I went to a lot of the new creators just to make sure I was helping them as they're building up their live streams. And so, Demetria, you are pro, friend. You are a pro. She is doing her thing. You did something, I'll say this, it was actually the first time I had seen it do this, when I was in your live. She had viewer wishes. Let me turn it on because I think I'm supposed to have it on anyway. I'm gonna have it on for another 30 minutes. So she had her viewer wishes. That's this feature here. Let me flip my screen so I can point correctly. That's this feature here. She had it on, you all, and her viewer wishes was just a running scrolling message. It scrolls because she has so many options there. Um, so I had never seen it do that. So I'm assuming, let me check something. I'm assuming it does that when you have, huh? What did you press? I don't know what you pressed. When you just have so many things there. Little sleepy every day in May is where yeah, you're doing your thing. You said have 10. So that's why. So it's scrolling because you have 10 up there. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I hadn't seen it do that. Her messages does this continuous scroll. It's just looping. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay. I'd never seen that. I was like, "Oh, look at you." But you're growing. She is a good example, y'all, of somebody who has taken this thing to the next level, and her room has, she has upwards of hundreds sometimes in her room, and she just started. She just started in, April? I'll say April. I think you officially started maybe early April. She started going live, and so she's been going live, and she's going live. She picked up the challenge to go live. It wasn't anything I did April 3rd. It's everything that you're doing though. It is what you're doing. You're showing up, you being intentional, you talking to your community, you being strategic too about how you get them to engage. She uses viewer wishes to let people know, hey, if these are the things that you want and you want to ask certain types of questions, here's how you would do it. So she changed the verbiage here to be questions that people are asking or type of support that they want from her. So now they can go through and click it. You said I create a flyer for mine. Please let me know how to put it before I go live. How to put it up before I go live. What you mean, the flyer to go in your live? Is that what you're saying? You would probably have to make it as a background image. I think that's what you're saying. Are you talking about the flyer that you just add to your stories? Super fan with you on April 5th. Join Traction on the 10th. I love it. I love it. You said, look here. No, as a background. Yeah. So you just add it as a background before it's probably gonna be a green screen that you have to add. Be careful about what you put on the flyer though, because TikTok sometimes will suppress your views if it's some stuff where, maybe it's words that are a little bit more like a website or branding where you're showing your email, your phone number, your name. Don't put other social media platforms. So be careful about what's on that flyer, dates, times, all that stuff where you're trying to promote an event. Don't do that. Yeah, they'll pick all that up in the AI, and your views will get restricted. You might get a restriction because you're pushing people off the platform, or your views are going to be suppressed. Happened to me once. One word. Yep. Yep. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. But ultimately, you're using the background feature. You could use it once you start the live. I think you can get to it before the live under effects. That's how you would do it. You would pull it up as a background feature. You could do it also under boards. They have a background feature there too. Great, Lisa, for passing through. Oh, thank you so much, Shelly. So, So yeah, so definitely keep that in mind. When I was gonna let me finish viewer wishes real quick because I want to point that out. So as the top one I have pink pink, you could change the words. And this is what Demetria does. She changes her words. It says pink pink. The original word had wink wink. Um, let's see if they'll let me put it back. Last time I didn't like when I wanted to put it back. Let's see if they'll do it. Okay, good. It passed. Okay. And so now you see the word wink, wink. You can change the words here. You can change out the gifts, especially if you're having people do something specific for you. So for her, she's doing different readings. People want different Q&A. They have Q&A questions. She has all types of things here based on what people are asking of her. And so she's now taken that information, which is brilliant because she's gone live daily and she's kind of understanding what are some of the common questions I'm getting, what are some kind of common things that are happening in my live stream, and let me now make that part of how I'm asking people to engage with me. So if you got a question in the chat, she'll say, "Hey, go ahead and do what you need to do over here." And that's how she structured her live stream. But again, as a live host, you are taking this information in. And if you know your audience, wink, wink. If you know your audience, you can then make sure that you're supporting them correctly. Yep, that's what you told me to do. You're so sweet. Like I said, if y'all get a chance, get to her room because she actually is a good room to see in action. All right, to get her to see it in action, her board, her viewer wishes, how she does her live stream. It's really important that you see how people are doing it because ultimately it's about how you get your community to engage. Where do you get the timer? The timer comes. It's a feature you can turn on in viewer wishes too. It's a settings wheel in the top right corner. When you click viewer wishes, you can turn on that timer. It's a 30-minute timer, I think that's the max, and then it'll loop. You can just have it continuously loop and come back on. So, but she doesn't have a timer, which is smart also. She just has this as a running, looping, or viewer wishes. It just keeps cycling through. She has 10 different things people can do. She doesn't have a timer because what happens if you guys click viewer wishes, there's a little wish queue. You'll see it. You'll see one person send a gift there. So she's monitoring her running list, her queue of people who are waiting to get stuff from her. So she just goes down that list, okay, based on what they did. All right. And what they do means something to how she's gonna move the chat and engage the room. So once I put up my background, can it stay there or will I have to upload every time? Um, if you create the background as a board, you can just turn on and off the board. If you create it as a background image as a green screen, I think you have to pull it up every time as a green screen. I believe. I don't know if it stays automatically. Take notes, y'all. I'm still a freshman. You're so sweet. You said she's part of this freshman class. My format is not allowing me to have it. Yeah, because you have the multi guest boards up. Wink, wink. Thank you so much, friend. You have the multi guest board panels up. Yeah, this is actually the same space as the panels. Yeah, so you can't have your wishes up in your panel boxes. You would have to be a little bit more strategic about when you go live like this and have this up, and maybe you create a segment for your live stream because I know you're doing it as a show. Thank you all. Appreciate your friend. And I know you're doing your show as almost like a radio show, a television show. And so maybe there is a point early on that you're talking and you're on the screen and your viewer wishes is up and you're telling people how to potentially get in your panels, to be in the panel boxes. And that's some of the messaging that's here in terms of how you want them to engage. You say you take it down randomly, yes, and then I answer questions. Okay, there we go. If I had it at the beginning, I would have to turn it off. Yeah, so you would turn it off. Yep. So she takes hers down too. Yep. So you have to turn it off. Or again, you might have the timer. The timer is your indicator to yourself in the community, and you can turn it where it doesn't come back on. I have it where it automatically loops. But you could turn that feature off, so you can have a timer and say, "Hey, guys, we got the first 20 minutes, we're gonna be talking, this is our time, and I wanna make sure you guys get in the boxes," and you can have the different things you want them to do, alright? So, do I turn on my board after I go live? Yes. The board has been causing thank you for saying that, Miss Janet. The board has been causing issues, you all. It is causing glitching when it comes to some of the, touchscreen features. So the board actually you need to turn it on after, um, you need to turn it on after you start the live. So don't turn it on before the live, okay? So when you're going getting ready on your setup screen and stuff, make sure this board is not turned on, all right? Come live, go into your wand, turn on your sound effects first. That's the sound effects because there's a bar that will pin to the bottom of your screen, um, and then go back and add your board. What's happening is that it's not letting your sound effects bar work. So you actually have to go back and keep going back into the wand to use the sound effects as opposed to having this bar pinned at the bottom. So the board is actually causing that glitch. Don't know why it's doing that, and they have not fixed it. So, oh, that's a good tip. Thank you. Yeah. So just know board comes on after you start the live just to be on the safe side so you can at least have some of your features work. It still limits some features too. It is what it is, but at least the sound bar, that's the one I use the most. It's not inconveniencing me that much. What in the world? What is that? Oh my gosh, what was that? I hadn't seen that. Um, ignition check. Well, thank you, Fran, for that ignition check. I needed that. My ignition was real low. Thank you for lighting up my gift gallery. I appreciate your friend. You're so sweet. You said, let me give her this ignition check. I'd never seen that one before either. That was super cool. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Um, oh, you guys are awesome. You said, how many you know what? I haven't looked. Let's see. I'm not sure. It's in there. That's in was it in the gift gallery? Let's see. Go check the gift gallery. Let's see. Because you know what? On my side, it doesn't show points. It doesn't show the coins. So it shows me the person, but it doesn't show the coins. So maybe you guys can see 1,500. All right. Appreciate you, friend. I hadn't seen that one. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, um, let's see. Let's see. I will try for 20 minutes and move forward with the show. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So see, yeah, you figure out what time it works for you. But yeah, definitely. Demetria, look at you. Fan club level 26 in the room. Congratulations, friend. Thank you so much. Um, okay, so let me recap. I'm gonna recap because and then in the meantime, while I'm recapping, let's put in the chat who's going live. Let's see, make sure other people get visibility. We want new people you can connect with. I want you guys to feel comfortable and confident going live. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, friend, for the populars. You said not yet. You got this. So put in your topic, your time, and your time zone. Your three T's. Put your three T's in the chat so we know who you are. And Janae live tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific time. She's how I ended my live last night or ended my night last night. You're using viewer wishes too. I like what you did. So she turned on her viewer wishes for her room and I think you had like 2 gifts up there. So she has that on the screen. She also has her live goal too. So that is something you could do. And it's just another way for people to come in and support and engage. I'm going on later tonight. Awesome, awesome. What's your topic, friend? Put it in the chat for us. Janae, I thought that was really good too, the way I saw it. I was like, okay, look at her. I like that. Topic, times. For your live stream, what's your topic for your live stream? What's your time? And what's the time zone? Yep. So what's the topic, time, and time zone? I say it because you guys are all over the nation, all over the world, and so I want people to be able to see what time zone. You can't assume that people are in your same time zone. Okay. Live tonight at 7 Pacific time, press on nails. Okay, look at you. I love it. Going live later this afternoon when my friend gets here. Oh, nice, nice. Look at you. I just checked in try features. Okay. You just click and try features. There we go. I love it. Yesterday I did 6 features you want to try for engagement. With the board issue, one feature didn't work was the drawing game. And so when I started my live today, I started off just to make sure it was the board was the problem. The drawing game does not start, does not let you draw on the screen if you have your board up. So just keep that in mind. Even when you take the board down, it still doesn't work. So you got to do a game like that before you do your board. Okay. Harold, there's something you could use also. You could use a board in your format for your live stream too. If you wanna come back at 4, if you're still in the room, if you wanna come back at 4, I'll show it to you. I'll do a little bit of engagement live, at the 4 o'clock live, so you guys can see some of these other features. We did it yesterday, and it was really good because I talked about viewer wishes, I talked about the polls, I talked about the drawing game, I talked about the AI wallpaper, I talked about multi-guest panels in the board for that feature. So that was one I talked about as well, and so that may be good for you to think about, Harold. I still can't find the AI banner for it's in the school. It's pinned. It's pinned. It's the marketing pin message. It's there. Let me see. I'm gonna check right now. Yes, the third message pinned. There's 3 messages at the top. Yep. It's the third one that's pinned. Okay, gotcha. In school. Yep, signed up. Okay, yep, yeah, just go into school, you'll find it. It's the third message. It's under there as attachments. Can you come to my live, please? Love your feedback. The Wednesday one. Let me let me let me check. What time are you saying, friend? Let me see. What time are you saying? Wait a minute. Are you with an agency? I just want to be mindful. I don't want to coach and poach. I got to be careful. I got to make sure I'm not stepping on toes. TikTok will get me. No, I'm not. Okay. How long have you been going live? Let me know what your live journey. Um, You said 4 PM Central is 5 PM Eastern. That's typically when I go live. So I could probably how long do you stay live to? About 2 months, stopped, but I just got back again. Okay, what agency do you recommend? Mine? What? 2.5 hours, okay. Alright, so, Dr. T, what's your live topic about too? Let's see. Is it in your bio? Physical, therapist, health, wellness, wealth. Okay, gotcha. Um, yeah. You said I recommend hers too. Yeah. You probably need an agency, friend. That's the next thing I would tell you, Dr. T. You probably want to join the agency and then I can really give you some tips. We have our agency meeting today. We have a standing meeting on Sundays at 6:30 Eastern. And so it's really become I love it now even more because we have creators that have been going live for almost a year now, over a year for many of them. And they will give their tips and share things that they've done. I talk about some things, and it becomes like a think tank. You know what I'm saying? So we're here trying to grow, trying to figure things out, and you got a community that you can now connect with. So I love that about it. I like the evolution, and we got some new people coming in, and they're eager and they're doing their thing. And so it's become a great community in the sense of people who are learning and growing and they're at it and they're trying different things too. So it's been good. Um, can a live host see if a member has gone live? Can a live host see if a member has gone live? You could make some assumptions by their boxes. You could make some assumptions. The diamond box is the daily heart. That diamond box that's in there is their league. And so, yeah, if they've grown in their league, thank you so much, friend. If they're grown in their league, then yeah, they've gone live. Yeah, so that's yeah, that's easy to see. We all can see that. Thank you for the moonwalk. You said I just got in. and to share this with someone who might need it. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. I just finished my live. Awesome, awesome. Can I so yeah, so really quickly, I do pelvic health. Okay, back pain. Okay. Live Q&A. Awesome, awesome. And so why would you recommend an agency? Why would you recommend an agency? Um as a live host, you don't know what you don't know. You're trying to grow, you're trying to build, I'm assuming something really great. If it's for your business, if it's for your community, um, or you just, you're trying to monetize. And so agencies can help you with that strategy. They can help you with the training. They can identify different resources and ways to grow by using different features. We just talked about this feature alone and other things you want to do with your thank you, friend. You must have looked like see that you was about to level up, leveling up in the room, level 21. I love it. Congratulations on that level up, friend. Wow. You are doing your thing. I love it. I love it, friend. Thank you so much for that and sharing that with me. Um, so yeah, so I appreciate you, Demetria. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gratitude too. I do. Um, I want to monetize, but more importantly, bring awareness to um, diaphragm. I don't know how to pronounce that. I got stuck. But yes, of course. Um, uh, it's not in your bio neither. I was trying to use context clues, but it's not going. I go live time a week. Okay. Can I share a testimony as your guest real quick? Absolutely, friend. Absolutely. I just sent you an invite. Hold on one second. Okay, it took my viewer wishes away. Perfect. Okay. Let me see. Oh, this is the format. Let me change my format. Hey, friend.
Greetings, greetings. I want to say this to everybody who's hesitating or delaying or really feeling not sure. You know, analysis paralysis is a big deal when, uh, especially if you have a business. Uh, I'm just going to tell you guys when I joined Dr. Lisa, as I said, it just was a very quick progression, but I was in the process of soft launching anyway. And, I had a social media plan as far as where I felt like I needed to go. Like LinkedIn, I work with women in leadership. And, uh, I had a Facebook, plan and an Instagram plan and threads plan. And I only came on here as a part of the plan, right? And I was also, scanning my daughter's account. So anyway, um, she popped up on my FYP page. It was the first thing that popped up. And I sat outside the room for maybe like 2 seconds, but I can't even remember what she said. But I came in the room immediately and I stayed the whole time. I think it was like two. I think you ended up saying 2.5 hours that particular day. And she asked for a CTA, just like you guys. She just asked all of you, when are you going? And I was like, I'm going right now. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna say, date, time, what the title is, what I'm doing, right? And it has been night and day for me. Uh, I went out of business in 2023. My business closed. It took me 2.5 years to rebrand and build another business. And it literally has been night and day
Wow.
to my business. I've all but dropped my go to market strategy with all of the other platforms.
Wow.
TikTok is now my primary platform. I have built the whole lead system, redesigned my other outside lead generator things. Uh, I am now a pilot creator in the so I
TikTok
was
shop.
offered TikTok shop almost within 2.5 weeks. I still get agency requests. I'm like, block, 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 block. I got enough to say to y'all. There's nothing that you can convince me with. I'm staying with Dr. Lisa. She does support. You get other support from the senior class. They come through. They roll out. They bless. They love on you. Um, so if you're hesitating for any reason, you can't wait for perfection. This isn't the season. That's now no longer a reason.
Yeah.
Do not put yourself in denial mode of trying to have the perfect background. Listen, I had just moved and my house technically is still in boxes.
Oh, wow.
I made it the best way that I possibly could.
Yeah.
I asked someone on the third day, asked about her lighting in the background. All the she showed all the things she put up about. I bought everything on that day. I've been using all this. Listen, Dr. Lisa is a wealth and a resource, and she is what I love about her spirit, and I knew it to be true when I first laid eyes on her. That she was going to give me the support that I needed. So I'd be in her inbox all the time. Wasn't I the first 2 weeks? Like so I was like, how did you do that? What is this? What is that? I'd be on the live. Now listen, there's gonna be people that have been going, viewers have been live more than you have gone live. And I'd be asking, hey y'all, how do I do this? My audience thinks it's funny. They love the fact that I asked for help and not be on there going, I can't find this, y'all. And they just love that interaction of being able to support me going live. So don't think that you have to know every single thing about every tool, everything that's on there. I'm still seeing stuff that I didn't see. And I do every time. I spend a little time going before I go live. I try to check all the bells and touch all the whistles. And then always every day there's something that I didn't touch or didn't see that somebody wants me to do or needs on the live. And I'm like, okay, help y'all. Who knows how to get around this? And I have a lot of other live hosts watching me.
Yes.
And so they also help, because they're in my live
Yeah.
and they've been going live longer than me. So and honestly, they've all asked, how did you get this far so fast? And I'm like, because I listened to
Mm.
every word she said and I did and executed everything that she said. So I'm just grateful. And
Yeah.
so don't wait for your life to start by trying to be perfect, is my point of saying all this.
Yeah.
Because financially, it's turned my life around.
Mm.
TikTok has injected my business
Mm.
overnight. So it's not so much the money that I'm making here
It's the
on
clients.
on
Yeah.
the platform. I am doing that part, but it's nothing that it can compare to the people and the exposure that you're going to get
Yes.
for the things that you do. And if you love what you do and you're already doing that, just go.
Yeah.
Just go. Just go.
Yeah.
Today is your day. I'm telling you, I promise you. If you guys have already jumped, I followed everybody that said they were going today. I will jump in your live and
Oh.
help you guys spice it up and let your audience know how they need to support you too. You need that. So and I will share out your live. I'll bring my fans over. I share fans. Like I'm not a gatekeeper.
Not at all.
I'll let all of them know I'm here. Y'all come too, and they roll out. I love my people. And then thank you for the Everyday in May challenge.
Okay.
It is just taking it to the next level, being there every day, even though I go really late at night, because I work in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, my calendar, I signed up on the 10th of April. I'm booked almost till July. So
Wow.
I'm telling you, the TikTok is
Wow.
where your people are. They're looking for you.
Yeah.
They're not. They don't want to wait to hear your voice and hear what you have to tell them. Just go.
Yes. I love that. I love that. Yeah. You said this is so inspiring. Yeah, she's good though. If y'all get to her room, I mean, and you said this, you had been doing this in other spaces. So to come here, it wasn't like a big hurdle to get on the camera and just start talking and sharing your knowledge and experience. She does presentations. She's been doing this for a while. But TikTok obviously is a lot going on here. It's a different platform. And so there was a little bit of a learning curve, but she's naturally, yeah, you say, yeah, keynotes and stuff. Wow. So she's amazing. Yeah. You wanna share a little bit more about your background and what you do in your live stream?
Absolutely. So I lead women in cyclical identity resets. and helping reestablish their nervous system at, women going through life changes, divorce, business changes, leadership redirection. So I work with founders, co-founders, their teams, and
Mm,
I work with integrating ERGs into their business, and I use their soul contracts
mm,
in order to do that. So the most women on this journey are just overexhausted, and their bodies just can't go anymore. So it's beyond mental and emotional work that I do. And
mm,
then those who have their own businesses, they usually need to reset their team. So people are who are already kind of on a spiritual journey, who are working towards the changes, especially where the business has lacked the ability to scale and they've tried everything. Usually they're trying to manifest um, through their willpower, and a lot of times that has failed. And then because they're in hyper overdrive, the family takes a dip, the relation takes a dip. There's no time for them. They don't know how to turn it down.
yeah.
And a lot of times we are adding more products and services to our business. Those side hustles also are draining
Mm,
because you have to develop and market. So I actually walked women through an entire program, and then I added ERG pilot within their business to also restore the motivation and the connectivity with their staffing, that
mm.
sort of thing. So yeah, I'm booked all the way through July 16th right now,
I'm so proud of you, friend.
and it's really because uh, I, I I just listened, and
Yeah.
I knew that Dr. Lisa was going to be the one to support. Uh, you know, she's not a gatekeeper. She will tell you everything that you need to know. You just have to execute in the best way that works for your business model.
Right.
Or what you can't use every tool.
Right.
You have to know who your audience is and what they're looking for,
Yep.
and then also just it's not even about professionalism.
Hmm.
They love that I tell jokes, I sing songs, like, there's a camaraderie, of women who are just starting out in business too, just like you. And, I've been in business for a long time. I never used social media either, by the way, for
Mm,
my business. I had a great word of mouth business. And then, and during COVID, I had a lot of competition come out of COVID, as far as coaching and mentorship. And
yeah.
that's kind of what did my business in, was that I wasn't prepared to pivot, um, or change my business model. I had a successful one because there were hardly any coaches
Mm,
before COVID that did what I did, and then everybody started doing what I did. So I would tell you, because I'm basically a new business starting out, um, but everything she said I did. And when you engage and interact, she's like, talk to them, ask questions,
yeah.
see what they're about. And she's right. That's exactly how I built my list, was exactly what she said to do. Watch your feed, see what they're asking you, what they want to know, and engage with them. And that she also provided several other ways of engagement. I'll share those with you. She may have said it already if you've been following her long enough. She's like, ask them questions. Where are they? What's their time zone?
Yep. Yep.
And figure out how to ask those questions in a way that also giving you lead information. Then I also created a lead system within TikTok to gather their information. Just because sometimes you just can't, you don't want them to exchange their personals,
Yeah.
in the chat. You want them to connect with you. So she taught me how to use the service box, but it was the
Hmm.
questions. And the way she explained it that day was, when you're engaging, you don't want just random questions. They have to tie into the reason why they tuned into you, to help you understand what your audience is looking for.
Right.
And when I look at my demographics, uh, analytically, I'm hitting that target more now because I'm asking those questions. But I've had to revise it and revise it and revise it to the point where it took me about 4 weeks to figure out who was watching and why they were watching. So
Mm,
now my questions, I ask the same questions over and over, but Also, she also told me and taught us to set up an AI intro so that you are hitting your audience. She when I tell you she's the real deal, listen to everything she says. Show up for every live stream she does because people are asking questions that you may not
Right.
have
That's
thought
true.
of.
That's true.
And the day when she talked about your intro and how to hit the algorithm, but also how to cross set um, the pilot where you go in and ask your questions live and search up. Man, that was a gold mine that day when she said that. Listen to what she's saying, y'all. She's gonna put you on point. And if you just you need to fine tune your algorithm, you'll know
Yeah.
what to say. And I asked, I did chat GPT and just
Mhm.
uh, whichever the other one was, and I did. I just asked it to give me 10 different ones because I go live a little bit longer than 2 hours because
Yes.
the questions that be coming in be. I just sometimes I can't even handle it. Like before you know it, but I do introduction segments in between every maybe 30 to 45 minutes answering questions, but you'll see your AI popping up and you want to be saying something every so often to your niche so it goes back out, especially when you're asking them
Yes.
people. she
Yes.
she will she she will give you the mechanics, and she, I promise y'all, just go. You'll just need to work it in order to figure out your flow and your
Yes.
pattern. Everything else, just keep coming back every morning or whatever time slot she's on and just take notes. There'll be times that I can't even tap because I'm walking around trying to get my baby ready for school. But I'm listening in the car. We getting ready, and then they know I power up all the gifts when I come back in, and
Oh,
I
you're
light
so
her up
sweet.
because I'm like, okay, I'm busy right now, but I'm listening to everything you said. Just do it. Don't miss the opportunity to get in front of your audience. And then I'm gonna say one last thing. Join her agency if you're not. I got accidentally wrecked. Somebody, I clicked on something I wasn't supposed to. That's the only reason why it took so long for me.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
open
right.
anybody else's letter.
That's right.
Don't read nothing that they are sending. If you already are watching, this is your sign to just do it. Join with her. Don't wait. Because like I did, I didn't even know what the letter was they were sending me. I accidentally clicked on it because I was interested to see what they were saying, and it attached me to someone else's agency
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just by clicking on their letter. So we had to wait
Yeah.
for that to drop off. People are going to tell you, give you all kind of smoke and mirrors, and I even read some other people's reviews. I wanted to see what people were saying about these agencies, but it didn't fill my heart. But like I knew that she was going to really support. And then I'm gonna tell y'all something else I did. I never told Dr. Lisa this. I went and looked at her roster. I went to everybody's live on the roster, and I looked at their league. I looked at what they were doing. I watched how they engaged with her when they came into the lives, and and only because I had time.
Okay.
Remember, I had got accidentally stuck with an agency that I
Yes, that's
didn't
right.
want to be with, so I had time to watch my leaders following her. And
Yeah.
when people still been, they've been on TikTok for a year with her or
Yeah.
more, and they come in, they enliven her lives, they follow each other, they give to each other, they have supported me. This is the real deal. You want to be with somebody's
Yeah.
agency that's working with each other. And I got to tell you, I don't know where I would be without her. And the people who
Oh,
needed me, the response of the people, come to my lives are as a result of her. So
yeah.
I'm going to tell you, it's a domino effect. When you go, your people meet you, and then they're telling you how much they needed to hear you on those lives. No matter how perfect it's what you're telling them, how
Yeah.
you're motivating them, and how you're educating them. Join with
So
Dr.
sweet,
Lisa.
so sweet.
And then after that, go live. And
Yes.
then join us every day in the rest of May to meet your people.
I appreciate you, friend. That was so lovely. That was so lovely. I don't know if I could have had such a better testimony. Oh, what happened? She fell off. What happened? She fell off. Maybe her phone went out on us. But she is lovely. She is lovely. Um, thank you so much for that. I don't know if you're still in the room. I don't know what just happened, but hopefully she's still in the room. And she is lovely. Lovely, lovely person. Just lovely human being. So thank you all for that. Yeah. So this is a great community, a very um we're growing. We're growing. We are people. You said, I don't know. I don't know what happened either. TikTok, be nice. I don't know what you did, TikTok, but she was saying some lovely things. So but, um but yeah, so at the end of the day, it's about making sure you're putting yourself first. It is a little bit of a learning curve, I don't deny that, but at the end of the day, depending on what your why is, why you're doing this, why you're showing up, what are you trying to grow and build, you can do it. You can do it. I wholeheartedly believe that. It's gonna be a matter of how you take take the information, take this tool, this platform, and you fully leverage it. Also, can't heart you. It blocked me. Really? TikTok. What happened? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. You didn't say anything that I would have thought would have been problematic. No. And I didn't get a message. Mm, I don't think so. Oh, you said I can't tap. What else are you having a problem with tapping? You can't tap? Hmm. Yeah, I didn't get a restriction. I don't see anything unless they're about to do something. TikTok, you about to be not mean. I don't know. I'll step off the porch. Let me step off the porch. I am able to tap. I can tap. Let me see if my backup can tap. Yeah, my backup can tap. I can back up and tap. Hmm. You said, I don't know why it doesn't show. You said I can tap. You can tap too? Okay. Yeah, my backup can tap. I'm not sure. Okay, I stepped out and back is working. Okay. Interesting. TikTok is so interesting at times. That's what I said earlier. It's not you sometimes. It is very much TikTok. So don't think it's you. Whatever is happening, it is the glitch. It is acting weird. He said your bio's not showing. Um, yeah, your bio's not showing. Go into your profile. On your profile, click the three lines and just confirm if you have your privacy settings on. So scroll down to settings and privacy and then go under, I think, security and permissions and see if it's turned on. I just saved it again. Yeah. So, but make sure you don't have the privacy setting on. That may be what's happening. So, um, so yeah, yeah, I still don't see it. So it might be on. Okay, hold on. Yeah. All right. So thank you all. Thank you, Demetri. I appreciate you, friend. That was so lovely. We'll be hitting our 1 year anniversary for the agency August 1st officially. I think I'll probably do July 31st because that's when it officially started. I had a soft launch on the July 31st, and then we fully launched on the 1st of August. And we're grown quite a bit. We had a lot of people who signed up. Not everybody's going live. So I try to say you definitely have to go live first and then join the agency, but you're welcome to join. I want you to continue to go live. That's the whole point of it. So I appreciate you all. Thank you all. Appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. Hey, JQ, welcome to the room, friend. Welcome to the room. You can't tap either. It's still messing up for you, friend. Yeah, I wonder going out and coming back in, will it help? My other account is able to tap, so I'm not sure what happened there. JQ, thank you so much, friend, for being here. Appreciate the populars. So yeah, so just keep this in mind as you guys grow, as you think about what you're trying to do here. Take advantage of this time. This is a good time to grow. This is a good time to be on the app. Gotta run. Love you all. Michael Jackson today. Okay, July 31st. It's a planned party. It is. Definitely, if not the 31st, it'll be August 1st. But yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I really do. I genuinely appreciate everything you've said, everything you're doing. So it's awesome. How does one join your agency? Well, you actually okay, well, here's the official agency page. Let me put it in the chat. I'll pin it. This is the official agency page. So if you go over here, need to post some more content, but this page has the agency application. If you go to any of the posts on that page, you'll see an apply now button that you can apply to. Also, in the bio is my webpage. You can click in the bio and get to the agency application that way too. It's under my stand. So either one, content or the webpage. Um, Ultimately, you have to make sure you're going live already. I tell you to go live at least 4 days out the week. That's probably one of my more um, my requirement for the agency because TikTok stated that creators need to have valid go live days. So they want to make sure you're going live. So if you're with an agency, you are trying to be a live host. You're trying to grow your community. You're trying to have a presence here. It's not just doing it once a month or once a week. You're going a little bit more frequently than the average person. So you want to get to the point where you're going more often. I have this challenge, especially for my new people in the agency. Go live every day for 14 days. I want to see you grow. I want to see you improve. I want you to have a presence, but it requires you to show up and stay committed to the process. All right. So we've been doing that. What Demetria mentioned is that I said for the month of May, we're going live every single day. But I want to make sure you guys are at least trying to build. Okay. So if you're going live 14 days, then another 14 days, then another 14 days, and you kind of keep that cycle going so that you can at least grow and have that visibility, that discoverability, because you've created enough interest in with your community based on your content and your live stream. And so you heard me earlier talked about that prompt for Chat GPT. You heard me tell you to go search the key terms that your audience is searching for. You heard me say you got to know who your audience is. So those are all the things I teach and tell you so that when you go live, you're able to say those words. You're able to connect with your audience because you know how they think, feel, and what they're struggling with. All right. Okay. Hopefully that worked. Okay. Did it? Let's see. Um, yeah, it did. It did. Vegas Life. Okay. Daily walk with God, scripture, praying, library stops, coffee shops, moments, a little piece of everyday grace. Awesome, friend. I love it. And so just keep that in mind. Like, know your audience is so key because people need to feel they want to make sure that they know, like, and trust you. Okay. So that's what you're building. You're building that rapport with them, you're connecting with them, but you're also and like I said, the way Demetria's live is set up, she's executing that beautifully because she said, okay, yeah, you guys have questions, you have things you want to know here, through her viewer wishes, through her live goal are the ways that you can get the information you need. All right. So I want you guys to be strategic as well. Um, so if you want to join the agency, that was the agency's page. I'll pin it one more time for you all. Feel free to apply to the agency by clicking the web page, by clicking the content, or go into my website. For the agency, what do I offer? I go live twice a day, answering questions here, helping you with your strategy and answering questions to support your live stream. Also do weekly meetings with my creators on Sundays at 6:30. We have a standing meeting. So we could do that over Zoom. And then I also have a community school, SKOOL, where you can go over there. That's where you can book a one-on-one with me. I do one-on-ones with my creators. We look at your analytics. I take a data driven approach. I want you to grow and understand how you are improving by looking at your analytics and ways that you can move the needle. So we talk through your strategy. Um, we also, the school platform has resources there for you to get and the ability to collaborate with other people in the agency if you want to build connections. We also have group chats here on TikTok. It will be added to that. You can post your content, post your live stream. Your live is your live. So I don't tell you what to do and say in your live. I want you to, this is your live journey. I just give you tools and tips to make sure you're thinking about engagement. You're thinking clearly about what your goals are, and then ultimately trying to leverage TikTok to achieve that. Whether it is Service Plus, when I pin my Service Plus, or setting up your super fans, things like that you want to do. You need to have a business or anything. Nope, nope. It's whatever you want to do in your life. I have some people who just battle all the time. That's what they do. They like, hey, that's what I want to do. This is where I want to meet new people and I want to engage, and that's what I'm choosing to do. And I have a couple creators that are doing that on a regular basis. Um, for the most part, people, do their business. So you see a lot of people who are talking about their business and growing in that way. I think that's just the demographic I serve. But ultimately it's up to you. You said, our battles required? No, battles are not required. However, I do say this in full transparency. I would not be surprised if there's a day where it is required, because it's something that TikTok is encouraging quite a bit. It does give you a little bit more visibility in terms of TikTok pushing people into your room. It also is a way to monetize and grow. And at the end of the day, we are in the business of TikTok. So TikTok wants to see growth. And so I would not be surprised if there's a day where it's required. But as of now, for people in agencies in particular, but as of now, it's not. A lot of the campaigns, and I promote campaigns all the time. That's a big piece of it. It requires you to battle. They do require you to battle, so just kinda keep that in mind. So we teach it, and way I do it, I tell people, "You know what? It's not a bad thing if you did a battle once a month for your community, and you just say, 'You know what? I'm doing this agency battle,' or, just recognizing that you have a milestone, maybe there's an anniversary or some achievement. You can have your community obviously tell them in advance and rally behind you and support you. And so that's something you can do. But we do what's called a friends and learn. So we're trying to make sure you can do it in a friendly way and not feel intimidated by it. But yeah, you can definitely do it. And what if you don't know how to? We teach it. Friends and learn. We teach it. Yeah. So we teach you how to do it. Yeah. So you can always coordinate with another live host who doesn't know how to do it, and we can come and support and answer questions and stuff. It's really depending on how you approach it. You want to have a little bit more strategy. If you're going to be battling all the time, you might want to even create a battle team, and make sure that you are getting your power ups and supporting each other, as well as battling more frequently. Yeah. So there's a whole strategy. We attempted to do a team, but I think it just kind of fell off because not everybody is as invested in doing it on a more regular, consistent basis. I think we might need to revisit it because we've had some new people join and they do battle. So we may need to revisit it and see if we can get a little small team going. But certain some people have their groups that they do it with, and they have a good time. So I don't want you guys to be intimidated by that. That to me is part of the gameplay on here. And so it's, just try different things and don't have too many barriers and, things you're not gonna do because, and again, I just think it's just another way to engage and meet new people. And like I said, it could be part of your monetization strategy too. Let me know if you have questions. I'm going to get off shortly. I've been on for 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 32 minutes to be exact. And so I'm going to get off shortly. So I appreciate you all for being here. Um, we did say who is going live, but if you want to put it in the chat real quick so we can say hi to you all and see, if we can come by and support. I appreciate you doing that as well. You struggle to show emotion. Do you have any tips? I struggle to show emotion. Do you have any tips? Um, you know, I I have to I'm gonna say this in like a transparent way. TikTok has been somewhat therapy for me in that way. Like things I see myself doing, I kinda can see why or where things how it looks, and so now I'm like, "Okay, let me work on that. Let me" like, I give the example of when I would talk to my with my hands, and I'm a hand talker. So now I realize I have my desk here, I lean forward, I have my hands down, or if I do the hand heart, I can focus on that. So I think when you say you struggle with emotions, you're gonna see that on the screen because you see yourself, and so because of that, you're gonna like, "Okay, you know what? I'm not showing enough emotion. Let me work on small things. Let me smile a little more. Let me show how I really feel. Maybe there's a little bit more animation I'll have to how I say things. But yeah. So you'll work through it as you look at yourself live and then go and watch your recordings. My recordings is what taught me that I did the hand talking because I didn't pay attention when I was live. But then I was like, "Oh," when I would try to get clips for my live, all my hand is covering my face. I was like, "Oh, Lord, I can't use any of these clips." So I realized I had to do something different. But look at your recordings, take stock of what you're saying and doing, pay attention to that, and then ultimately make subtle. small changes along the way. If there's something in particular that you see from how you're conveying information, maybe you can smile as you're thinking about it, as you're thinking about what you want people to take away from what you're sharing. You give a little bit more expression to it. That's what I would tell you to do. So recordings, and then start slowly improving on maybe one or two things that you can do. Hello, how you doing, Digital X-Ray? Welcome, friend. Appreciate you being here. Thank you all. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if that makes sense, Jay. I appreciate you asking the question. But yeah, your recordings will speak volumes about what you're saying and doing. All right, friends. Thank you so much. I'm gonna head off. I appreciate you guys. This is my long day because I have the 10 o'clock, I do the 4 o'clock, and then I do the Zoom. So my 4 o'clock is probably gonna be an hour, maybe 90 minutes max, because I do have to jump off for the Zoom meeting. You're welcome, friend. Hey, E-Nurse, welcome to the room. I'm about to get off. Thank you for immensely for your help. You are welcome. You are so welcome, friend. You watched me for 100 minutes, Carlette. Carletta, thank you so much for being here, friend. Others in the room, thank you so much for joining. If you haven't claimed your points are up here. This is your points for the room. That is your daily heart me. You want to go back and click that again and claim all those points so you can level up in the room. That's how you level up in the room. Thank you so much. Watch for 100 minutes. Oh, look at y'all. 100 comments, 100 minutes. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jana. I think you put something in the chat. You said daily at 10 p.m. Pacific, soulful R&B music. Tonight is the Sunday wind down. That's what she's doing. Awesome, friend. Thank you so much, everybody, claiming your points. Those 100 minutes. I appreciate you. Thank you, Bree. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. So claimed your points. Thank you all for coming through. Thank you for the watching, the likes, the shares, the comments, the stickers, and all the engagement. And thank you for the gift, and I appreciate it. Um, I'll get up to your level as I continue to grow. There we go, friend. Sunrise, 400 minutes. Wow. Appreciate that, friend. Awesome, awesome. All right, friends. I always end with make sure that you are thinking about this as practice. Practice makes progress. All right. You are not trying to be perfect. That perfectionist mindset needs to go away. We are not trying to be perfect here. We're just simply trying to go live. So I want you guys to go live and feel confident that you can do it. Hey, Suju, I'm about to head out. Peaches, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for watching the live. I will be back at 4 o'clock. I'll try to come a little earlier, like four, right on four, because I do need to get off early. So I just want to make sure I have enough time to transition. All right, friends. Appreciate everybody. I'll see you guys a little later. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you, my YT friends. Appreciate you all being here as well. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. I will be back later at 4 o'clock. Take care, friends. Bye bye. Thanks, Files. Appreciate you. Bye bye.